Before we start our session today, here are the house rules. 1, you need to have your name as registered on your Zoom profile for security clearance. 2, you need to add your group prefix before your name. Example, if you are group 7, it would be G7 Mahadiran Munasami. 3rd, you need to turn on your video throughout the session to engage with the participants. 4th, you may be denied entry or removed from the session if you fail to fulfill items 1, 2, and 3, unless there is a hardware failure. All participants will be on mute throughout the session. You may unmute yourself when there is a need to speak. You're encouraged to send your questions and relevant remarks or feedbacks in the Zoom chat function at the bottom of your screen. The session facilitator or moderator will attend to your questions. Do think of your actions on camera as we may be going live on social media. And if you are connecting with more than one device, make sure you mute all devices except one. We are finally here at the much awaited RYLA finals. Warm welcome to Teoh Swee, Mr. Teoh Swee, Governor 2020-2021. Dato Bindi Rajasegaran, Governor 2021-2022. Co-organizing chairs, past Governor Kirenjit and past Assistant Governor Karti Palanisamy, RYLArians, Rotarians, and friends. The RYLA candidates have gone through extensive online sessions through November 2020 to February 2021. Out of 141 candidates, 40 of you have been selected for the RYLA finals. With that, I would like to invite co-organizing chairman of RYLA 2020-2021, past Governor Kirenjit for her welcoming address. Past Governor.
Thank you, Millie. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here, and first of all, very happy to welcome District Governor Dato Bindi Rajasegaran from the Rotary Club of Greentown, our current governor, and of course, our Rotary Opens Opportunities Governor, immediate past District Governor KS Teoh from the Rotary Club Bukit Bintang. Governor Teoh, we are finally here in our finals for our RYLA. I'm so happy to say that today to you. I acknowledge the presence of past District Governor, Dr. Paul C.K. Lee, as the chairman of Yayasan Kelab-Kelab Rotary Malaysia, recognizing also the presence of our district, of all past governors that are also present here today. Thank you, past governors who've made time to join our RYLA event today, recognizing also the presence of District Governor-elect, Dr. Krishna Kumar from the Rotary Club of Malawati, and of course, our District Governor nominee, Dato Dr. Siva Anandan from the Rotary Club of Greater Kuala Lumpur. A special mention to all Rotarians who've made the time to join our Rotary Youth Leadership Awards today, the first day. We will be running from today, tomorrow, and until the 31st of July for our final session. And of course, a big welcome shout out to all our RYLA finalists. We are finally here. Congratulations to all the finalists. You've made it this far. Kudos to all of you. Dear Rotarians, when we started out our district, when Rotarians in District 3300 invited youths between the ages of 22 to 32 to participate in our district's Rotary Youth Leadership Award last year in October, the organizing RYLA team set out to empower the youth and through the employability track and to develop leaders through our entrepreneurship track. You, all the finalists here, together with others, all the earlier participants, we hope that you have benefited from listening and engaging with 8 marvelous speakers that had presented and shared nuggets of wisdoms with you from October last year until February of this year. They were fantastic and you were fantastic. We congratulate all the finalists that's here with us today, this Saturday afternoon, for having come this far. And even though we were not able to see you in person in Anani in Janda Baik from the 4th to the 6th of June, we are finally here virtually. And you know, it really means a lot to see all of you making the time and taking the effort to participate up to this stage. This has not been an easy task, I know, for many, but I must say that each of you rose to the occasion. And I hope that our RYLA, our Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, the things that you've learned here would help you in your growth as human beings and for your future as the leaders. I speak on behalf of our Rotary Youth Leadership Awards organizing committee when I say some of our finalists here and some of the youth that we've met in our journey since October are simply so natural in attending and in participating and in giving their best. You're all winners. You're all winners here today. And I thank you. You deserve all the accolades for your natural talent, for your persistence, for your courage, because I know some of you were so worried about the RYLA Got Talent segment, but you went on and you gave your best. We'll be able to see you in your performance as we go along. So this program is meant to bring out the best in you and to empower you as leaders. And we hope that you will be able to be better leaders of tomorrow for our country and for the world when the time comes. We have Rotarians in our midst today, and I take this opportunity to also, thank the judges that we have asked, some of the Rotarians to be judges for our events. Thank you to Governor Bindi, thank you to District Governor-elect Dr. Krishna, and of course, District Governor nominee for coming on board as judges for our project ideas segment later. We also cannot make do if I don't thank our organizing committee, my co-chair, current district trainer, PAG Karti, vice chair, Shirley Ho, AG Shirley Ho, and AG Millie. Karti is from Central Damansara, Shirley from Subang, Millie from Kampung Baru, past President Mahat from the Rotary Club of Kampung Baru City Centre, past Assistant Governor, Raj from the Rotary Club Subang, past Assistant Governor Dr. Bernard from the Rotary Club of Bandar Sungai Petani, our efficient treasurer, past Assistant Governor Ng Bung Su from the Rotary Club of Port Klang, and of course our current RYLA chair, CK from the Rotary Club of Central Damansara. This is the amazing team that I had the privilege of working to and who had patiently came through to give us our RYLA event that you see before you and that had been involved from the planning stages from October until now. Thank you, team. We made it, and we actually hope that we can carry out this well for this weekend. And if there's any shortages in any way, finalists, I apologize in advance, yeah? But I hope that you can take away something and this will only be beneficial to you. There will also be a segment where we'll acknowledge the sponsors right after Governor Bindi's speech. And last but not least, thank you to all the Rotary clubs that had come forward and supported our Rotary Youth Leadership Award finalists, participation, and also sponsoring in any way. You know, when we sponsored the youth for our in-person event, we will get back to you as how we will sort out the accounting later on. But please tell your club members, presidents, please feel free to invite all our finalists here to come and present in your Rotary Club to share their RYLA experience, because that's what we want them to do later on. Thank you very much. Back to you, Millie.
Thank you. Thank you, Past Governor Kirenjit Kaur. May I now invite Governor Rotary Year 2020-2021, Mr. Teoh Kwan Swee, to deliver his opening address. IPDG.
Thank you, Millie. In fact, IPDG Kirenjit has said a lot. Just wonder, maybe some of the points I may just repeat. I hope you don't mind. Yeah. RYLA Organizing Chair, District Trainer for 2020-21. IPDG Kirenjit, Co-Chair, District Trainer for 2021-22. PhD Karti. District Governor Dato Bindi, PhD Dr. Paul Lay, PhD Mustafa Ma, PhD City Spider, DG Dr. Krishna, DGN Dr. Siwa, distinguished speakers, my dear friends, Rotractors, fellow Rotarians, and RYLA participants, who, as I said at the opening of the RYLA session, are the young leaders of tomorrow. I bid you a very warm welcome and a very good afternoon to all of you. To the RYLA participants, I must first of all place my heartiest congratulations to you for being selected for the final segment of the RYLA Entrepreneurship and Employability Workshop sessions, brought to you from November 2020 till February 2021. All of you, including those who did not make it to the final, are exceptionally good. But we would like to accept all to the final workshop, but unfortunately, the number of slots is limited. And we have to do just that. Now, having said that, I hope all the participants who have gone through the workshop sessions have taken home valuable lessons, knowledge, and experiences that will enhance your entrepreneurship and employability, especially in the face of the prolonged global pandemic that we are experiencing right now. My friends, we have planned the RYLA session in person as in the past, but we have no choice but to adapt and adjust to the situation from the beginning till the very last moment. The physical workshop that we have planned in early June has again been postponed to July and converted to virtual in order to make it a reality. I am thankful to the organizing team for the innovations and creativity throughout, and District Governor for 2021-22, Dato Bindi, for so accommodative for us to hold the final RYLA session in her year of governorship. Thank you. I'm always excited to see how we are connected and how we can reach out to each other through the opportunity given to us by Rotary. In Rotary, we believe in the power of RYLA to change the lives and bring closer a brighter future and a better world to the participants, who are mainly young graduates and entrepreneurs. Given the uncertainties and challenges in the face of COVID-19 pandemic, it's never so timely. We have aligned the focus of RYLA on employability and entrepreneurship, so as to build up the young participants' confidence and skill sets to take on the challenges ahead. I sincerely hope that through the training and sharing of motivational experiences and success stories as offered in the program, you will take home a totally changed perspective in your leadership capability in terms of creative and critical thinking and problem solving. I look forward to hearing from you, your successes in your endeavors one fine day. I also look forward to you joining Rotary, of course, to give back to the society one of these days when you are ready. Lastly, allow me to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt appreciation and thanks to the following. To the RYLA Organizing Committee, co-chaired by PhD Kirenjit and PhD Karti, and the team comprising District General Secretary 2, PP Shirley and PP Millie, as well as the technical team working behind the scene. A big thank you for the months of tireless effort and hard work in planning and organizing this event. We could not have done it and be here without you. Thank you. To all the eminent speakers who have made so much time and effort to be with us, sharing your experience and successes in life, thank you, as that will go a long, long way for the participants. To clubs that have sponsored the participants to this training program, I thank you for your passion, love, and care for the leadership development of our young adults. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the generous support given by Yayasan Kelab-Kelab Malaysia. I think Kirenjit Dr. Police here is the chairman of the YKKRM. Now, the young adults need you and your support, especially in tough times like this. To all the participants, I wish you well in your life and success in your career. Remember, stay connected and help out with each other for whatever opportunities that come your way now or in the future. One opportunity will always lead to another. And today, Rotary has opened the opportunities for you. It's for you to make it happen. Enjoy the evening and the rest of the sessions. Thank you, my friends. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed always.
Thank you, immediate past Governor Teoh, for the inspiring words. Now, I would like to invite District Governor, Rotary year 2021-2022, Dato Bindi Rajasegaran, for a special address. Dato Bindi.
Thank you so much, Billy. My predecessor and good friend, past Governor K.S. Teoh, my mentor and our first lady governor in 2014-15, past Governor Kiren, past and future governors and Rotary leaders, Rotarians, and most importantly, our young RYLA candidates here today. A very good afternoon to all. This RYLA is certainly a very unique RYLA. It has broken boundaries under the leadership of immediate past Governor K.S. Teoh and immediate past District Trainer Kiren and a team, and they have given you all an exceptional program. This is not the norm, and the team has certainly gone beyond their call of duty to come up with such a creative format, putting their heart and soul into this for many, many months now, facing the hurdles, overcoming obstacles, and relentlessly pursuing to reach this weekend despite all odds, and all for giving you candidates the very best. This was only possible because of the teamwork behind the scenes. And this lot of Rotarians are extremely exceptional. Their capacity to handle multiple responsibilities with dedication and delivering their best is an admirable quality. Thank you all to the team in the back scenes. Now, all of you candidates are certainly the chosen ones to benefit from this program. This mode of training has never been done before, and it is very satisfying to see the selected candidates qualify and persevere to reach this level. For us Rotarians, this is our reward, to see all of you gain from this program personally and professionally to make your lives better. Let me refresh the story about Colonel Sanders. He achieved success only at 65 years of age, and that too after being rejected by 1,009 restaurants, and only the 1,010th restaurant accepted his recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken. My message to all of you is, don't give up. Failing is normal, but once down, you need to recognize your strength and resolve to get up, dust yourself, and move even higher. With this newfound talent and expertise that you have gained, you have a head start in life. You do not need to wait till you are 65 to taste success. Go for it now. But this process can be speeded up only if you recognize who you really are. And I'm talking about the core of who you are inside, your values, your beliefs, and your flaws. Once you understand who really that person is, you would have taken the first step in finding your unique self. And that is the best version of you. Be fearless, but make the right choices for yourself. Let your dreams fly and give them wings. Be who you want to be, and that's being fearless. And grab opportunities. Very often opportunities come few and far between, and when they come, do we really recognize them? You need to recognize opportunities and make the most of it with your drive and ambition. And you certainly recognize this opportunity to be part of RYLA. Congratulations to all the candidates, and I wish all of you great success in future, and spare an appreciative thought to the team behind the scenes. Thank you and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you so much, Governor Dato Bindi. Now, RYLA 2020-2021 is made possible with the support of our sponsors. May I now invite past Governor Kirenjit Kaur to thank our sponsors. PDG.
Thank you, Millie. I perhaps have started thanking all our sponsors earlier, our Rotary clubs, but we'd like to thank Yayasan Kelab-Kelab Rotary Malaysia for jointly coming on board with sponsoring our RYLA event today. Thank you, YKKRM. Thank you, PDG Paul. We also have sponsors from the Rotary Club of Subang, terima kasih, the Rotary Club of Bandar, Sungai, Petani, and of course the Rotary Satellite Club of Pudu Millennials. The beautiful t-shirts you see on our participants, blue, yellow, and orange, was made possible with all our sponsors, by all our sponsors. Thank you from the bottom of our heart and on behalf of all our finalists today. We also invited, we had an interesting program. We invited some clubs to come and facilitate the 8 groups that we had actually broken our finalists into. So they are RYLA finalists, which were separated in 8 groups, and each club was designated to those groups, and these Rotarians in these clubs acted as resource persons, and you will see their actually some of the input materializing in the segment of project ideas. So thank you to the Rotary Club of Central Damansara, to the Rotary Club of Kampung Baru City Centre, to the Rotary Club of Bukit Kiara Sunrise, Rotary Club of Indra Mahkota, Rotary Club Subang, Rotary Club Malawati, Rotary Club Bandar Sungai Petani, and the Rotary Club of Sentul. We wish we could have more clubs, but we only had 8 groups. Thank you. Back to you, Millie.
Thank you, past Governor. May I request now all of you to turn on your video and put on your best smile for a quick group photo. Dr. B, can you assist us with the photograph, please?
Okay, smile, just one moment. Okay, first one. Oh, okay, relax a bit now. Second one coming, 1, 2, 3. Okay, relax. Third one, 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Thank you, Dr. B. Okay, now may I invite Mahan, Ahmed? Mahan in the...
Yeah, hi, can you hear me, Millie?
Yes.
Testing.
Yes, can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much, Millie. All right, good afternoon, fellow RYLAians, Rotarians, and friends. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce our first speaker for this afternoon, Mr. Michael Teoh. Now, Michael has been a person, someone I've known for about 10 years now, and when I look back, I've always found him to be someone who's very unconventional, someone who defies the odds. As a young person, he has achieved so much in such a short period of time. Now he's got a long CV, but I just have to condense it and just share with you some of the key highlights. Today, Michael is the founder and chief executive officer of Thriving Talents. He's had the opportunity to grow his training business to 41 countries. He's learned leadership from billionaire Sir Richard Branson, and even had the opportunity to meet President Barack Obama, who sat in one of his workshops. And as well as also, so Michael has also been recognized by the Star News Outstanding Business Awards, SOBA, as the youngest entrepreneur of the year for the companies valued up to 35 million ringgit 2019. Adapt to change and playing all in are valuable principles that Michael holds in his life until today. And he has come from a humble family background in Penang, where he was bullied in school for over a decade in his life. And through an accident during his sports day, that Michael snapped to know that the world may be really unfair, but he thought, hey, that's how we respond to it and make the best of out of the situations that we are put in. And it was that very principle that he has had experienced that that made him notable figure in the human capital development industry today and around the world. Fellow RYLAians, ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming Michael Teoh. Michael, take it away.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mahat, and a very good afternoon, my dear friends of Rotary and also all our youth leaders who have been selected as part of this RYLA program. Thank you again so much for having me. I was sharing with Mahat where my friendship with Rotary dates way back to my first boss in my life, the late Mr. Peter Peck, where he was part of the Rotary of Bangsa chapter. I remember that because I was an intern in his company and we were organizing a movie screening to raise funds for polio research at that time. So I've always been friends with Rotary ever since then. Another good friend of mine who I believe is still active in Rotary until today is Mr. Sajid Singh. Yeah, Mr. Sajid Singh, who originally wanted to invite me to speak at RYLA years ago, but because of conflicting schedules, I was unable to make it. But this year, when Mahat approached me, I said, yes, let's do it. So I want to thank you all, to my Rotarian friends, to all my RYLA young leaders. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here to support all of you. My dear friends, as shared by Mahat, my name is Michael Teoh, and I'm the founding CEO of Thriving Talents. And one of my beliefs in life is to go all in. So as promised, here's what I'm going to do for you. I have around 45 minutes to an hour to share with you, not really about motivating you with my life story, because you're all already very motivational. You have your own life stories. But what I want to do today is to share with you a concept from the Japanese ancient word and culture of excellence. That culture, that Japanese word is Zanshin. We will use that as the overarching theme of our sharing session today. I will also be sharing with you some techniques on how you could shift your emotions, shift your motivation despite being at the most daunting of times that we are in right now. Shift your emotions so that you have that little ounce of energy to go the next mile. And also, I'll be sharing with you some techniques on how do you practice with your mind to change the perspective that you have. Because trust me, I work with many organizations, I work with many CEOs, and when I ask them today, what do you expect from the younger generation that's coming up? And you'll be surprised. They would tell me, Michael, I hope from this pandemic, our younger generation can be more resilient, man. That's all I ask for. More resilient, not a bit, come to me. Boss, what to do? Boss, how? You got good think or not first? That's what one of the CEOs of the SMEs I work with told me. So they are looking at more resilient leaders of the future. They are looking forward for leaders who are able to control their emotions, who are able to know that when the goings gets tough, they get what? Get what? Tougher. All right. So my dear friends, if I have gotten your agreement for us to kickstart our session strong today, can I just invite all of you, my dear friends, head over to the comment section. Let me hear you. Let me see you. Go to the comment section and type yes, please. Yeah. If we're ready to start right now. Okay. Hey, thank you, Samantha. Appreciate it. Yeah. Jiachin, Danny, Sophia, Dr. Raj, Ellison, Tasha, Edwin. Yes. Yi Hui. Fantastic. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Push on the yes button over there. All right. Lishan. Thank you. Zulkifli. Excellent. Thank you. My dear friends, as part of my sharing session today, I will be accompanied with slides. There will be times that I'll be showing you some slides that I've prepared especially for you to illustrate my journey so you have a better context and perspective. There are also times where I'll be inviting all of you to participate. That's right. It's not going to be just a talk, my dear friends. I'm going to get you into my story and I want you to participate. And the way I see you participating is at the chat box, and later in a moment's time, where there is an opportunity, I may even invite you to unmute your microphone, turn on your webcam. Let's have a chat. All right. My dear friends, are we all good? If we're good, one more time, look to the webcam. Can I see you do a thumbs up for me, please? Yeah. Thumbs up. Excellent. Hey, thank you, Dr. B. Queen Kiran. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. Let us begin right now. This is the theme that I want to share with all of you to kickstart our session here. Going all in. Why is it very important for us now to go all in? Because we have been hearing this, my dear friends. Times are tough now. Lockdowns are being imposed. The pandemic seems to be not be leaving our shores anytime soon. And I'm pretty sure as young leaders, as people with so much of expectation put on you by society, by businesses, by the community that we're in, I'm pretty sure these words have appeared in your mind before or in your hearts. I need to be stronger. I need to be resilient. I never give up. How many of you can relate to this? Has these thoughts crept up to you before? During tough times right now, there's that thought, I need to be stronger. I need to not give up. I need to be more resilient. How many of you can relate to this? Please head over to the comment section and type me, M-E, yeah? Type me. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your honesty and your vulnerability. I just want to let you all know it's a sign of strength to me. All right. So now the question is, how do we go all in at a time like this? How, Michael? Our motivation and our energy is finite. It is not infinite, right? This is when I want to introduce you to the concept that was first popularized by the great archers of ancient Japan. Imagine the time of the Japanese warring states where a Japanese lord, the aspiring emperor of Japan from the many regions, would be judged based on two things that he had on both his sides. He will be judged on the samurais that is under his command, people that would die for him, people that will uphold his honor in the battlefield. On his other side, he will be judged from the great archers that he has in his command as well. Now, my dear friends, these were trained archers. They were trained to not miss a target. They were celebrated around the world. Yet, people always celebrate them because they are so good in shooting arrows that meets the mark. But people often forget how did they build their capability to become the best archers the world has ever seen then. That is when we were introduced to a kanji word in the Japanese culture called Zanshin. So what is Zanshin, my dear friends? Allow me to explain. Zanshin in the ancient Japanese wisdom, practiced by a lot of their great archers in history, sounds like this. The alignment and unity of the mind, the body, and the soul. Sounds so Zen. Sounds something that you would hear from a 180-year-old man with very long white beard, right? But let me share something with you all about this Zanshin philosophy, okay? This Zanshin philosophy, if adapted to our popular current understanding, is the target is important. The finish line is important, just like all archers. They are trained to hit the target. They are trained to know at the end of the day, the head of the arrow needs to land into the hearts of their enemies. But, there's a but. People would have thought the target is important. It is, but there's a but here. What is that but, my dear friends? It is the way we approach the goal that is most important. In the Japanese wisdom of Zanshin, it is all about aiming and getting there. Now let that sink in a little bit. We often celebrate the greatest archers in ancient Japan by their marksmanship, but we have never paused and say, how did they get there? This is the guarded secret, the guarded philosophy, Zanshin, that the archers will not tell you then. The archers will not tell you that they were trained not to miss the mark, that's true, but they were trained even harder on ensuring that when they pull the arrow, they could control their muscles. They know at what degree to shoot the arrow. They know at what intensity they should pull that string of the arrow to release it. They didn't teach you that. Now what happened? The marksmen, the greatest archers in Japan would always say, when they could hit the target is when they feel there's an alignment between their mind, their soul, and their body, working in unison, hearing to the commands of the owner to shoot the arrow and hit the mark. My dear friends, some of you I could see you're still thinking, I don't run an archery business. I don't shoot arrows. I don't have to shoot arrows for a living. I don't serve a master. How is this related to me? Zanshin in modern business principles simply means focusing in the now. I find, especially when I work with a lot of young people in companies, they have huge aspirations. They think about who they want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Some even come up to me snobbishly and say, I don't like my CEO. His job is mine in 5 years. But he failed to remember before he gets his CEO's job, he better remember to take care of himself, to be the best version of himself in his job right now. Which is why this is a very powerful concept that I wish to share with all of you. I want to invite all of you, my dear Rotarians and RYLA youth leaders, focus in the now. It's important to think about your future. I'm not ruling that out, but it's even more important for you to focus on the now. Focus on what is going through your mind. If it's a negative thought, give yourself a choice. Transform it. Start changing it into a more positive thought. Be in unison with your body. If you know that you need to work out, if you know you need to get your butt out of bed, if you know you need to do something during this time, just do it. Take that first step. Momentum will build. And then lastly is the soul, the spirit. Like in the art of Zanshin, the greatest archers were made when there's alignment between the mind, good thoughts, alignment with the body, they practice. And lastly, the soul. You are reminded of your purpose. Why are you doing this? Why are you waking up? My dear friends, that is the art of Zanshin. Now, why would I want to start our sharing session with Zanshin first? Why would I want to remind you of the greatest marksmen, the greatest archers in Japan? Because some of us here, this is your first time hearing about Zanshin, but this may not be your first time focusing on the now. Because some of us here may have heard this before. I prefer to wait for things to go back to normal. Anyone? Yeah, can I see a raise of hands? Any one of you had this thought before? I prefer to wait for things to go back to normal. Or doing more work now doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. Why? Businesses are closed. We're not allowed to visit anyone. We're not allowed to meet anyone. Why should I do any work? Perhaps for some of us, this may have happened. It may have lingered in our mind. We worry. We develop anxiety. I know. I've been there. And I can share with you this famous scene from a movie from Tom Hanks. He's a lawyer in this scene. He asked his client, do you never worry? And his client just asked him back, would it help? My dear friends, we can keep thinking about things going back to normal. To be honest, we don't know when. But what I would like to challenge all of you to now open your mind and your heart. Yes, the worry will still be there. The anxiety will still be there. We are only human. Bak kata orang Melayu, kita sekadar manusia. Kita terpaksa akur, kita terpaksa redha, terima hakikat kita ni. But it's okay. We are sad, we feel defeated, but what we do next is what makes all the difference. Do you never worry? Ask yourself again, would it help? My dear friends, because one thing I've learned in my many experiences in life is my past doesn't equal or create my future. And I can tell you this with so much conviction. Why? Because this was a background that I am very used to when I was growing up. You see, my dear Rotarians and also RYLA youth leaders, what if I told you 20 years ago, 25 years ago maybe, the Michael Teoh that you see was an introvert. The Michael Teoh that you see would hide and shun away from people and crowd. Why? Because he was a victim of bully. Bully in what sense? Bully in a sense where me, him being me, I was weak in sports. And growing up in the 1990s, you know, the cool kids tend to hang around with other cool kids. And one way they measure you're cool or not is by sports. You can run. Can you play football? Can you play basketball? If yes, welcome to the gang. If not, sorry, I don't want to join. I don't want to hang out with someone that looks lame. And that was me. I had some minor lung challenges. So because of that, I couldn't do a lot of sports. But my classmates couldn't understand better that time. So because of that, I was often picked on. I was bullied because I came from a not so rich family. And there was this identity crisis that was happening in me. You know, I remember a time, and I'm from Penang, by the way. So I remember a time when every year, you know, friends would come to school, and it's the first day of January, and we'll rekindle what happened last year. And then they'll be, hey, where did you go for holiday? And I would say, oh, my dad was amazing. He brought me and my younger brother and my mother and my grandparents to Park Royal in Penang. And they were like, Michael, don't you live in Bukit Mertajam, which is the mainland? I said, yes, I do. And your dad only brought you to Penang? And all of them started laughing. And you could hear them saying, hey, here, I give you a sticker of Mickey Mouse. It's from Disneyland, LA. And when I was really young, I couldn't understand. I love my parents today, but last time I just kept blaming them. Why can't you give me a better life? Why are all my cousins, my friends having such a good life, and I'm only going across Penang Bridge to Park Royal, staying for 1 day, 1 night at a hotel? Coupled with that as well, I was bullied in school. And I tell you, the worst form of bullying, people have asked me, Michael, you got beaten up, you got thrown around, is that okay? I can tell you that's okay. I'm okay. You know why? Because at least I got attention. Any parents here in the room? Can I see a raise of hand, please? Any parents? Any parents in the room? Yeah. My dear friends who are parents, be kind to your kids. You don't know what they're going through. For me, I'll tell you what's the worst form of bullying. Isolation. You know what's isolation, my dear friends? Anyone want to take a guess? Can head over to the comment section and let me know. Isolation is, it's when you go to school and you are like 7 years old, 8 years old. I got bullied from 7 up to when I was 15 years old. And it's the point where people don't recognize you exist. So it's like you want to play football, and football, there are two teams, right? But you get pushed aside because no one wants to play with you, and they would rather imagine you're not there. When you're in school, when you're having the canteen breaks, the recess, canteen breaks, it's those moments where people just, they don't even acknowledge you. No one wants to sit near you because no one wants to be with the not so cool kid. Darkness. Yeah, Sony, that's right. Dinesh not being noticed. Thank you, Danny. Oh, thank you. It's the past already. All right. So you know what? One day I decided to change my life. I was 15 years old. I decided that, God, since I cannot play any sports, I'm the type of guy, I play football, the football kick me. I play basketball, the ball throws me. Yeah, the ball, okay? So I was like, okay, God, there's one sport that I believe I can play that I think I won't get injured. And I want to make sure that sport has no confrontation. Like there's no opposing party attacking me. Can I just ask, pop quiz, what sport do you think that is? Head over to the comment section, let me know. What sport do you think that is? Hey, Danny, lots of love, okay? Relatable. Faye say ping pong. Hey, ping pong, you hit, if you hit, you are a strong hitter, you hit, kena my eye, I can blind one, All right, or hit me in my body, right? Golf, Daryl say golf. Okay, maybe, but golf is for that time. My school don't have golf. I went to a normal Kebangsaan school, yeah, not those private schools, yeah. So yeah, e-sport, I wish there were e-sports that time. Hey, one of you say guli. Dato, appreciate it. Dato, Dr. Siva, say guli. I think that time in my school, not recognized as an official sport. A lot of you wrote chess. Here's the catch, right? Chess. I still debate it until today. Is it really a sport? You just sit down and move chess pieces, Okay, maybe sports for the mind. But let me share this with you all, okay? Squash. Hey, squash, very dangerous. Guys, running. 100 meters sprint running. Now, how does that sound so weird? 100 meters, you are running in a straight line. It's only for 100 meters. You are just running by yourself. You have your competitors at your side, but they're not going to punch you. They're not going to charge at you. Am I right? Good. I did that. 2 months. I practiced. I was ready for the day. It was my sports day. 900 students were watching me. I went to the starting line. And then after that, the referee came. The referee was my guru pendidikan jasmani. So he came to me. I still remember his name. His name is Mr. Segaran. He came to me. He kneeled down. He asked me, Michael, you sure you want to do this? You cannot run one, Then I told him, sir, don't worry. I have practiced for 2 months. Okay, Michael, all the best. So he got up. And there we were, getting ready. So he got his whistle. On your mark, get set, and he blew his whistle. And my dear friends, that was the moment I ran. That was when I knew Zanshin, focusing at the moment, don't care, win or lose, just ran. Like Forrest Gump, just ran. Okay, now pop quiz, pause for a while. I want to give you all 3 options. You all vote by typing your numbers down, 1, 2, 3. Number 1, after 2 months of intense training, I won the first ever race in my life. The bully stopped bullying me. My life changed. That's number 1. Don't vote yet. Number 2, I got last. I tried my best, but the world is not fair. I got last. Or number 3, I didn't even finish the race. Which one do you think I got? Number 1, 2, or 3? Which one? Honestly, guys, come on. It's only 2 of you voting 1. Are you serious? Guys, you all never watched Disney shows before, is it? Disney shows is like the hero, the heroine, very jialat already, Sudah kena pukul semua, sudah kena maki hamun, kena sumban ini semua. Then after they won. A lot of you say number 2. Some of you say number 3. Those of you who say number 3, I didn't even finish the race. I have no comments about you, man. Okay, honestly. All right, those of you, I say number 2, I would say you're the pragmatic ones lah. Honestly, guys, hey, come on, more vote, please. Come on, please. I hope to see more ones. Okay, thank you, Queen Kiran. 1. Okay, Pradeep also 1. Okay, Dinesh 1. Okay, this one already, the vote swing already. The vote has been swung. This is the speaker asking them to vote for 1. All right. Hey, my dear friends, let me share this with you all, okay? If you voted for 1, thank you, but that did not happen. I didn't win. If you voted for number 2, I got last. That's very practical. I wish that happened. Let me tell you what exactly happened. Number 3, I didn't even finish the race. Now, how can I not finish the race? What happened? Right? Maybe running straight, I run left, I run right. I run out of the field, crying out of embarrassment. My dear friends, I want to invite you all to do something right now. Samantha say, oh, your lungs. Yeah, but I've practiced, right, for 2 months. My dear friends, can I invite all of you to raise up your left hand, please? Raise up your left hand. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Now, with your left hand, I want you to locate your left knee. Your left knee. All right, good. Give a nice massage to your left knee. Don't let it go yet. Give a nice massage. When was the last time you showed some love, tender, loving care to that left knee, right? My dear friends, now looking at that left knee, I want you now to look at your left knee, right? And I want you to grip it. Now, as you grip it, you feel that hard texture of your left knee with the muscles holding it. Imagine if this happened to your left knee. Yep, that X-ray. Your left knee is no longer in your body. It has been jolted out of its socket after just taking 2 steps on the field of a 100-meter sprint running competition. My dear friends, that happened to me. I fell after 2 steps. The pain was so excruciating, it was numbing. And the next thing I knew, that Guru Pendidikan Jasmani, Cikgu Segaran, started yelling, asking everyone to don't panic. And when I came to my senses, I saw everyone, being kids, they were like, yeah, pointing at something, and they were pointing at my left leg. That was when I realized my left knee was no longer in the socket. I felt life was tough that time. I was hospitalized for a good 3 to 4 days. I was in a cast, and my parents were told the inevitable by the doctor that I would not be able to walk normally anymore because my ligaments were all torn. My muscles around my knee area were all torn. Guys, I've been bullied since 7 years old, kicked around, isolated. I'm 15. I want to change my life, and this happens. There were thoughts of not wanting to live anymore. But somehow I adopted a mantra that time to just focus on what I'm good at and to stop pleasing people. So I knew that time that if I'm not going to be good in sports, I'll be good in other things. What are those things? Jang, 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 speaking. So I remember going to school, participating in a lot of debating, public speaking, drama, business plan competition, volunteering to be MCs at people's wedding. You don't have to pay me, I'll just MC for free to build up my confidence. And who would have thought, you know, those people who bullied me in the past, 15, 18 years later, they read this newspaper article. This was published by Berita Harian when I was made one of the national youth icons by the Prime Minister. You know, and I was invited to go to schools all over Malaysia to talk to specifically bully victims, to share with them my story. My dear friends, why am I sharing this with you? Your past does not create your future. If you've had a good past, God bless you. But that doesn't mean that that good past, if you don't work on it, it's going to create a good future for you. You need to work on it. And working on it means being so focused in what you believe you're good at, in deep diving into a particular skill, building your relationships, your friendship, your network, serving the community and the society that will get you forward. My dear friends, that was me using the art of Zanshin. Now you'll be asking, how do I go all in to be daring to change for the better? How many of you would like this question answered? If yes, please go to the comment section and type yes, please. Yeah, type yes, please, so I can see. All right. How many of you would want this question answered? Let me give you a systematic methodology right now. And this methodology didn't come from me. It was inspired from an event. What event was that? The year was 2013. Our then Prime Minister announced Malaysia's 20 national youth icons. These are people that the Prime Minister regarded and the country remarked as the best of the best. They call them icons lah. I just feel that they are a bunch of very hardworking people at that time. Okay. Now, of course, in the National Youth Icons list, we cannot deny Dato Lee Chong Wei and Dato Nico David confirm will be on the list because of the contributions they have done for our country. Am I right, guys? Yeah, agree? If you agree, can I see a thumbs up? Huh? But Malaysians were caught by surprise when they saw this, for example, this Chinese newspaper article that was published. They saw, if you notice from left to right, on the fourth picture, the guy with spectacles and the guy seemingly doesn't know how to comb his hair. So I think Malaysians were quite surprised to see who is this nameless person. That person was me. I was recognized as the national youth icon for volunteerism and also human capital development. Yeah, despite me, I think that time no girlfriend yet, so no one come and tell me like, please comb your hair. Okay. But guess what? Why am I sharing this with you? When I made it to this list, it allowed me to meet him and it allowed me to meet her. And when I met both of these Dato, they are champions in their respective industries, in their respective sports. And I only asked them one question. I said, both Dato, what is your secret that have gotten you to win championships after championship consistently in your journey? And they did share their secret with me. Their secret is higher energy wins. I'm like, okay, I understand. Both Dato, you train a lot, yeah. Of course, you have higher energy. Now, here's the catch. So what happened was, I'm going to summarize what they told me lah, okay? So basically, they said, right, Michael, you notice this or not? Every time before a match, okay, we will be working out. We will be warming up before we walk into the court. I said, yeah, that's true. He said, Michael, think about it. Actually, that doesn't make sense on, you know. In sports, you are supposed to conserve your energy. You unleash your energy in the actual battleground, the ring, the court, right? I said, yeah. So why we want to warm up? Huh? Hey, warm up until sweat one, you know. Aren't we wasting energy? And I'm like, that's quite true. So why? Huh? He said, Michael, because when you do warm-ups, your body will move. When your body moves, your body will shift your emotion. I'm like, oh, what some sciencey mumbo jumbo. And they demonstrated for me, which I want to demonstrate to you all right now. So my dear friends of Rotary and RYLA youth leaders, here's what we're going to do, okay? I want you all to follow my lead. We're going to do some light exercise for this afternoon, okay? I am wearing your blue shirt. We're going to help you unleash your Superman, okay? So here we go. Here's what I want you to do. I want all of you right now to look at the webcam. I can see you guys because, yeah. When you look at the webcam, and I want you to raise up both of your hands like that, right? Like that, okay? Like that, guys. Let's do it to the webcam, guys. Mahat, can we get your participation as well? Now people know I'm going to call out their names. Okay, Millie, all right, good. Okay, now guys, I want you to put both of your hands here at your shoulder, okay? I want you to follow my lead, all right? I'm going to rotate my shoulder 5 times to the front and then 5 times to the back. Just follow my lead, okay? Here we go, guys. Are we ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now rotate to the back 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I want you to raise up your right hand. Right hand right here. Right hand. Okay. And I want you now to straighten your right hand to the webcam. Straighten it up. Just put your left hand here. Okay, go. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now left hand. Left hand. Here we go. All right, here we go. Straighten it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now, both of your hands. Let's push up your neck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both hands one more time. Push your head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lastly, yeah, both hands. I want you now to locate your lower back. Your lower back should be just above your buttocks, okay? In between your buttocks, your upper buttocks level, and also your lower back, okay? I want you to push it forward 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, done. Thank you, my dear Rotarians. Give yourself a round of applause. Now you must be thinking, wow, this speaker very experienced. They know that already. Afternoon already asked us to do this light exercise. Guys, no. I'm not asking you all to break pattern and do this exercise all of a sudden, randomness. Can I ask, type at the comment section, how do you feel? How do you feel? Can feel my muffin top. Samantha, speaking like someone who works in Subway. Very good. Subway has those good cookies that I really enjoy. Refresh, active, awake. Ipo Sony is awake. Dr. Raj is energized. Li Shen, awake, energized, fresh and ready to go. Guys, my dear friends, excellent. Thank you. Can we all agree? 90% of you feel energized. Sharon says she feels it. She feels she's more present here. Yes? Guys, imagine this. Now, in any situation, if you get demotivated, you feel like the world is crumbling, first thing you got to do is you got to change your body movement. And I want you to write this down. Motion creates emotion. Write that down. Motion creates emotion. Pergerakan kita akan menghasilkan emosi kita. Pergerakan kita akan menghasilkan emosi kita. Motion creates emotion. The way you move your body will create emotion. Now, guys, I just invited you all to randomly perform this with me. Okay? Now, you must be thinking, oh, Michael, this works now because we are listening to your talk. Can we use it in a real life? Yes, you can. You feel like the world is crumbling. You are feeling a lot of stress. First thing you got to do, remove yourself from that situation, from that environment. Excuse yourself, all right? Excuse yourself, bring yourself outside, get some fresh air, take in some fresh air, do some movement, go buy, oh, sorry, I cannot go out now. I cannot go buy Starbucks, right? But just walk somewhere, get a glass of water, just do something. Why? That movement you have created will start to change your emotion. That's why you notice Forbes published an article, old article, 2018. They interviewed the world's most successful CEOs in the Fortune 500 companies. 60% of them mentioned every time after a long, hard day, they will go do what? Watch Netflix, guys. What will they do? Go and work out. They will hit the gym to sweat out the stress. Yes, Hans Frutiger. Right, yep. They will hit the gym. Why? That's their secret. Highest energy wins. Motion creates emotion. Whenever you feel down, just don't doubt the system. Do some movement. Get yourself transforming to a different state. Clear? My dear friends, are we learning something so far? If yes, I see you go to the comment section and type value, V-A-L-U-E. Go and type that value, okay? Excellent, thank you. Now, that is one of the techniques. The last technique I want to share with you is the technique of your mind. Remember, we talked about Zanshin. Zanshin says it's the alignment between your mind, body, and soul. Okay, we have talked about your body. You can shift your body. How? You shift your body by doing different body movements that will create your emotion. Okay, but now Zanshin talks about the mind and the soul. Whatever comes to your mind will feed your soul. And there's this saying, you feed your mind negative garbage, your soul will feel the negative garbage. Your soul will tell your mind what to do, to give up if it's all negative. But right now, my dear friends, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to prove to you, as human beings, we have different perspectives. I'm going to prove to you that you always have the choice to look at one scenario differently. Don't believe me? I'm going to show you a picture. You're going to see a black and white picture. And as you see the picture, I'll only flash it out to you for 2 seconds. After that, I want you to pound the comment section and let me know what do you see. Can we do that, please? Rotary, yeah? Can, if can, thumbs up. Here we go. Ready, 2 seconds, yeah? A black and white picture coming up. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, my dear friends, yay! What do you see? Go to the comment section, let me know. What did you see? Danny's quite weird. Danny saw a duck and a rabbit. How can you have a duck and a rabbit together? That would have been a mutant. A lot of you saw a duck. Murti. Murti is joining Danny's club of seeing 2 animals stuck in one. I pity that animal, man. Man, where is the identity? Sangari say he only saw lines. Wow. Okay, Alison, my dear friends, guys, thank you so much for participating. Okay, for those of you who say you saw a duck, you are absolutely right, or any form of variation of a bird. That's cool. Some people wrote flamingo. Okay, let's not get specific. It's a bird. Okay. Some of you say you saw a rabbit. Okay, true. You are also correct. All right, so let me show you what is in that picture just now. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Yep, if you look from the right, you see a duck or a bird. You look from the left, you see a rabbit. But what else? I agree with Sangari. Sangari saw lines. Guys, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw black paint on a white canvas. So who is right, who is wrong? My dear friend, who's right, who's wrong? Go to the comment section, let me know. Who's right? Yeah? If you see from the left, you saw a duck. You see from the right, you see a rabbit. You see from head on, you see black ink on a white canvas. You see lines. Who is right? My dear friends, now, here is the main lesson. Where am I focusing today? And what story am I telling myself at this moment? Where am I focusing? What story? Where are you focusing? When you have been invited, you qualified to come to RYLA, congrats. Are you focusing on, I need to waste my Saturday listening to talks? Or are you thinking, wow, I got selected? Yes, talks on a Saturday is not something I would normally do, but hey, since I've been selected, I'll make the best out of it. Sounds better? Guys, be careful of what you feed your mind. Now, sometimes people say, Michael, you keep saying be careful what we feed our mind. But now cases, 15,000 yesterday. Not I want to feed my mind one more. I open social media, people say 15,000. People keep saying die low, die low, die low, die low, die low. How? Then you ask yourself that 15,000 cases of our COVID, God bless them lah, okay? What can you do about it? Do you want to continue to drown in all the negativity that there goes my holiday plan? Or do you want to start feeding yourself with thoughts of gratitude? Now, my dear friends, you must be thinking, Michael, you are a motivational speaker lah. Guys, I tell you, this seems very motivating because you have not practiced it yet. Once you practice it, from motivating, it becomes practical. It needs to be practiced. You need to be conscious and intentional. You want to change what you tell yourself. You want to change the way you move your body to give you more energy during the time when times are tough. Are we all good? So I can tell you, I sound like a motivational speaker. I try not to. I was a management consultant before. So what happened is I come up with systems like that I learned from many other teachers. And I want to share this with you all so you all can use it. Can you all use what I've just shared with you right here? You already learned. Zanshin, focus on the now. Focus on now. Focus on what? Focus on how you feel. How to focus on how you feel. Change the way you move your body. Be more active. You will create more energy. And then what happened? And then focus on what you feed your mind. What story are you telling yourself? Clear? My dear friends, are we all still learning something so far? Yes? If yes, can I please see you go to the comment section and type yes, yeah? Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And again, echoing the words of Bill Gates. Bill Gates once said, it is my decisions, not my conditions that decide my destiny. Now, my dear friends, I think with respect, Mahat, I would like to take another 15 more minutes to wrap up. Is that okay? We are heading to the final journey of my sharing session today. Is that okay with you all? Can you? All right. My dear friends, why I do not want to skip this last part here. You know, I've been very blessed. I've won many awards in my life, being recognized by the Star as Malaysia's Young Entrepreneur of the Year for companies valued up to 35 million ringgit, winning the Junior Chamber International JCI Creative Young Entrepreneur Awards, the Golden Bull, the top 100 SMEs in Malaysia. These are all amazing, right? And I could not have done this without my team. Imagine I was a bully victim in the past, but I didn't let that condition affect me. All right. Despite me starting off as a younger entrepreneur compared to my many peers 10 years ago, but I didn't let that stop me. I persevered. I didn't let my condition decide my fate. I allowed only my decision to navigate my life. Sounds cool? Excellent. And all this would not have been possible without my team, my management team that you see at the picture above. Amazing. Can we give them a round of applause? Yeah, I would not have been here without them. However, the picture you're seeing right now at the top, it's a picture taken in February 2020, last year. This is a picture taken in December 2020, last year as well. My dear friends, what are some differences between the two pictures? Can I please see you go to the comment section, let me know? What are some differences? All right. Do you spot any difference between the two pictures? One was taken in February, one was taken in December of the same year. Yep, people changed. My dear friends, let me tell you something. You know, I talk about Zanshin, focusing on the now, the moment. I talk about changing your emotional state by changing the way you move your body, getting that more energy. I talked about feeding yourself, not garbage, but with more positive things to keep you more resilient. But when COVID hit my business in March, I lost 70% of my business, 70. Why? You could tell by the style I'm speaking. I am normally approached by companies to deliver learning programs for mass crowd. At one time, my company, we had 20 full-time staff. For a trainer, that is quite unusual because people are saying, well, then your burden is a lot. You have to carry 19 other souls on your back, you know, to make sure that they get food on the table. Yeah, I had no problems because I can do mass crowd training. My crowd would range from 300 up to 8,000 people, one shot, no problem. That's why I have a team. But guess what? All that made me so strong was wiped out last year by a pandemic called COVID-19. I lost 70% of my business. I lost 70% of my staff. I remember in my leadership team, I had 10 people. In the end of the day, I only had 3 left, me and 2 more. You could guess who from the picture you saw just now. The rest all left. The business could no longer survive. Quite interesting. Sorry, potong steam a bit. Michael Teoh, the youth icon, suddenly, young entrepreneur of the year, then crash so teruk, 70% of business gone. No clients of mine would have the same mind to even put 3 people in the workshop. COVID. But I can tell you, I'm still very grateful. Focusing on the now, we pivoted. We rehired new people. People that left me, they joined Deloitte, KPMG, Shopee, Top Glove, all the booming companies, right? My business suffered, but I keep reminding myself, times were tough that time. Just keep going, Michael. Just keep going, right? And I'll tell you what, for my business now, we are still growing. Have we recovered? I would say we are growing, to be honest. Have we recovered? I don't want to sound snobbish. I would say we are still growing. We started rehiring. As you see from the picture just now at the bottom, this is my new team. We started rehiring, you know, after months of no income, months of thinking how we're going to survive the next month. I just want to make sure all my staff are getting paid. But we are grateful because from this one adventure, that was when we were able to serve our clients today. These are just some of the organizations that have entrusted their leadership development, their training needs, their staff engagement activities to us since the pandemic happened. One client, one company at a time. From the F&B industry like T-Life to Dome, to MNCs like General Electric, Shell, Petronas, we are extremely grateful. It took a lot of hard work. But in the end, this is what I would summarize. Zanshin. My staff asked me, Michael, where are we going to get the next client? I said, I don't know. But what I do know is that I would go onto LinkedIn and I would message people. People may reject me. It's okay. I'll message them, introduce to them how we can help them. And then we take it away from there. And that was what happened. My dear friends, so if you're thinking, I'm here to tell you stories about me being all great, I can tell you that knee injury I had when I was 15 revisited me again last year. There you could see. And I still had to fly around because my clients wanted only me to do the training. So I had to fly around in a wheelchair. That only happened last year. I had worked as a hard laborer as well in Peru. That's another story for another day. Volunteered in orphanages in South Africa prior. Even survived car accidents to winning business awards before. My dear friends, Zanshin, focus on the now. If you feel you need that little ounce of energy, just do change your body movement to get that little ounce of energy. Change that story, even though how bleak things look, just keep telling yourself, have faith. I know it's easy for me to say this now, but practice, practice, practice. Because my dear friends, today I've shared with you the art of Zanshin. And I believe, saya percayalah, kita diberikan rezeki ya, ini takdir kita berjumpa. It is fated that we all meet virtually right now. Hopefully, I think your life is trying to teach you a lesson, and your life is asking me to share with you this lesson. Because whatever situation you're in will keep repeating itself until you learn your lesson. So, with the art of Zanshin I've shared with you, I hope you now found two choices in your life: to apply what you've learned with me, to evolve, to meet your higher purpose, your next level. Or life is fair, life is loving, life is caring. Life will keep repeating the lessons to you until you finally catch it. Again, I want to thank you, RYLA. I want to thank you, Rotary, for this opportunity. Young people has always been close to my heart. I wrote a book called The Potential Matrix, where we spent 4 years researching how young leaders were built, based on people that have been featured on CNN, the Guinness World Records. They are young CEOs, young entrepreneurs who have made their mark. I built my career from this research I've done writing this book that I have. And I made sure that for this book, it speaks to the audience. It talks to the youth. And when it talks to the youth, it will not be boring, fully colored with a lot of infographics, a lot of research, and a lot of also validation of some techniques that these young leaders have used to develop themselves. And knowing the Malaysian readers, every time after we read a book, they would always say, it's so inspiring. If people tells me that of my book, I say it's a failure for me. Why? That is why at the end of every chapter, we have action steps for young leaders here to follow step by step. What can you mirror? What can you role model from all these people we have researched? And from those of you who are from university, we have even at the end of every chapter, every single scientific journal that we have referenced back to show the validity of our methodology in developing your own potential as a young leader. I do invite all of you, for those of you who are keen to find out more about this passion project of mine, just head over to potentialmatrix.com and all the information is there available for you. This passion project of mine, potentialmatrix.com. Lastly, before we end, I look forward to connect with all of you on Instagram and on LinkedIn. I will be posting, with permission, I'll be posting my LinkedIn and my Instagram over at the chat box so we all can get connected. And I just want to remind you all this one last lesson that I've learned. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. And how do tough people last? Tough people last because they don't think about the tough times. They think about what can they do during the tough time. They are truly the master practitioners of Zanshin. Change your emotions. Change the perspective that you see things, and your life will start changing. My dear friends, thank you so much. Again, God bless you all. I just want to check with Mahat if we still have time for questions or anything. I know some of you are like asking me. Yes, Samantha said, long time already, follow Michael on LinkedIn. I noticed, Samantha. Yeah, let's chat. Yes, go ahead,
Can
please.
you all hear me?
Yes, Mahat, go ahead.
Yeah, we got some time for question and answers. Thank you, Michael. That was really amazing presentation. Really fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Questions are coming in, but I just got to ask you one quick question. You know,
Sure.
The art of Zanshin, amazing philosophy of staying alert and, you know, mentally aware and ready. You know, times are tough now, and you obviously went through a lot of challenges, and you're able to quickly bounce back every time there's a setback, and you're able to stay sane even though you lost teams, you know, you lost business, and now you're still back, right? Now, because I think you practice this for a long time, somebody who's hearing you today and who's getting started with this art of Zanshin, I mean, having this mindset, where do they start?
Start right now. Start by telling yourself, hey, whatever you have learned from all the speakers here in RYLA, how do you use it on yourself right now?
No,
How
I
do
mean,
you
in terms of steps, like some quick, what are the 2, 3 things they can do right away? I mean,
excellent.
Yeah.
Number one, if you know that you need to wake up early tomorrow to just get that extra 1 hour in the day to do something extra. For example, I'll give you all a tip, yeah? Practical tip. I mean, we can have a group picture later, but I know Mahat already taken a group picture. Okay, so how LinkedIn works is this. Let's say you learn something from me and you want to start building your connections over on LinkedIn or on Facebook. You want to make an impression, not to me, but to your community. What you can do is wake up 1 hour earlier tomorrow, recall what you have learned from our sharing session here today, do a LinkedIn post, post it up. Now what happened? When you post it up, people would be able to see what you have learned from this RYLA. But at the same time, you will also begin to build your positioning, your branding as well. You'll be beginning to be seen as contributing to your online community, not contributing garbage, not forwarding fake news, fake messages, not forwarding like, oh, we are doomed. Today we are 10,000. Sorry, I'm just taking a guess. I don't know today how many people are. Not forwarding those type of news, but forwarding like, hey guys, this is what I want to do. I posted something positive I've learned from RYLA, and I feel y'all can use it. It's called Zanshin. You know, motion creates emotion. Feed yourself with different perspective. That is what I'll do. And the most practical way for you to do it is you tell yourself, I want to wake up 1 hour earlier tomorrow. You set your alarm clock. You set your alarm clock, it begins ringing at 7 a.m. Then you're like, okay, time to wake up, but I feel so lazy now. Oh my God. So use this technique. Michael say, focus on the now. What am I going to do now? I have to wake up. What do I need to do to wake up? I need to get myself out of this bed. But I'm so lazy. It's a Sunday. Never mind. Okay, let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whether I like it or not, I'm getting my butt out of the bed. And you just wake up out of bed. Walk out of your bed, go wash your face, brush your teeth. That's it. Start your day. Done. That would be my advice. Practical step by step for all of you to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I love it. Thank you very much, Michael. Next question is,
great.
Now, I'm sure some of them might be thinking, you know, Michael, you know, you're a very lucky guy to have met Dato Lee Chong Wei, Dato Nicole David, Sir Richard Branson, and Barack Obama sat in your workshop. Now, the thing is, but you know, like as we all know, right? As the famous and also famous Roman Stoic philosopher said, Seneca once said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Right? How did you prepare to be in these amazing, you know, positions and places, and you know, position yourself to be here?
You know, there's so much stories I can share. Like you talk about Obama. Mahat, you introduced me as the person where Obama visited my training. And we are, you know, I'll just share, right? It was a big thing for me. When I started Thriving Talents back in 2012, I was 24 years old. And as a training company, I would knock on doors of companies to say, give us a chance to train your employees. And 9 out of 10, people would always look at me, and this is the normal conversation. Yes, sir, how can I help you? I'm here to see the HR manager. You datang interview ah? Bukan, saya training provider. Training? Oh, I tahu, tak apa. Boleh, masuk, jemput So sit down. Then the HR manager come. All right, you are my 3 o'clock meeting, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, get a seat. Wow, not good impression. Sorry, excuse me. Not good impression. Where's your boss? I don't have a boss yet. It's just me. Wait, I'm here to see Michael Teoh. Yeah, that's me. You! Young man, my son is older than you lah. You want to train my team ah? You serious ah? Grow more white hair first ah. Now got really white hair already lah. So when Obama visited my training in 2014, when he came to Malaysia, it was for something bigger. We were the only training company where Microsoft arranged for the President of the United States to come and sit in for our training for half an hour. He literally learned leadership from me. Not learn lah, hear me talk about leadership. And then gave a speech in my workshop, had a picture with me, amazing, had a chat. But I wanted to prove a bigger purpose. The bigger purpose was, do not judge young people just because we are young. That doesn't mean if we put in the hard work, we put in the pure intention, we have this ingenuity in ideas. That doesn't mean we should be shut away just because we are young. And I tell you, the whole industry woke up. People were asking me, how much did you bribe Microsoft? I said, why would I bribe Microsoft? Then why would they invite Obama, risking their global reputation, to come and sit in and listen to you? Number one, I say, I may be young, but I believe if my quality is not of any standard, I think Microsoft will not do that lah, right? So I wanted to prove a bigger point. But I can tell you, even that, just to share a really quick story, Mahat, even getting Obama to come to my session, people talk about he's the trainer, that Obama listens to. Sure, but you all didn't know. It took me 4 years. What happened? I wrote letters to the White House, 11 letters to show the president that I am very, very keen to meet him. I hand wrote those letters, sent it to the White House, and nothing happened.
Before he came down, is it before he came down to Malaysia?
Before he came down to Malaysia. Before.
So you already had it in your mind, huh?
I always had it in my mind. Yeah.
In your mind, yeah.
Correct. So I wrote letter to the White House, and then nothing happened. So that's year one. And Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So year two, I changed my approach. I started spamming Obama's social media. I go to Twitter, tag Obama, keep tagging him, would email to the White House, right? Email already this time. Cannot write letter, email already. Second year, I got banned by, I think, their social media team. And second year passed, nothing happened. Third year, changed my strategy. Writing letters have failed. Social media, everything online has failed. What is the other component I have left? Talk to more people. Hopefully, people got cable. Malaysia, let's talk about networking, cable. Hopefully, someone got cable that can get me to meet Obama, just to take picture with him. I love him, right? I love him. So I spoke to people, and people all say, yeah, we will try in politics and all that. Guess what? Third year went through, nothing happened. Fourth year was when a friend of mine told me, Michael, just book a flight ticket, fly to Washington, DC, camp out of the White House. When you see the motorcade come out, throw yourself onto the car. Definitely, you would gain their attention. I said, yeah, and most likely I will end up in a prison somewhere in the US, right? So I felt the only way I could still carry on this dream was to meet more people, to talk to more people. Maybe I haven't met the right person yet. Now, bearing in mind, Thriving Talent was started in 2012. Around this time, it would have been 2013-14. Meaning what's happening here? I have served Microsoft. By the way, Microsoft is my first ever client. After 6 months of no client, that's another story. So Microsoft became my first client and they made all the difference, okay? Now, what happened was Microsoft already knows me for that time. So one day I was speaking to, I remember his name is Andreas. I was speaking, Carlos. I was speaking to him and he was the country managing director of Microsoft at that time. And Carlos, Michael, Microsoft has been working with you here. We like you, Michael. We heard Obama's coming to Malaysia. Let us try to get him to meet you. I'm like, whoa, that will be awesome. He's like, Michael, no promises, we will try. And of course, God bless, Carlos delegated to Dr. Jasmine Begum and Miss Mandip Kaur. Both are from Microsoft. So they work with me. Just
Michael,
yeah.
I just have a quick follow-up, right? I mean,
sorry, Mahat, I have to interrupt. Mahat, I have to interrupt. We are running late.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. So, okay, in a nutshell, you all know, I did meet Microsoft in the end, arranged for Obama to come to my training to visit me.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Great.
Go ahead, Mahat.
Thank you so much. No, I just, maybe just one final thought, because it's very important for the guys attending. Some of them are in entrepreneurship, some of them are still employed. If they were to make that, transition, I mean, how did you experience? Were you were working before and then you transitioned to entrepreneurship? If you could just say in like one short phrase, just a quick advice, someone wanting to make the transition.
One short phrase is this: just be in a community of people that can support you. Just be, if you want to transition from a corporate to an entrepreneur, just start hanging out with entrepreneurs. Be in movements like Rotary. There will be people there that can support you. That's it.
Thank you so much, Michael. This happens all the time when we have an amazing speaker. We have a lot of questions, but time is limited. So it's been really fantastic session. Thank you so much. And we'll hear from you soon. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm going to invite next our past governor and co-chair of RYLA, IPDG Kirenjit Kaur, to give a vote of thanks to our speaker, Michael. Over to you, IPDG Kiren.
Thank you, Mahat. Michael, you are amazing. I just could not believe it was, it's such a runaway success. Mahat can't stop asking you questions. He's not giving a chance for everybody to ask you any questions. So we probably need to bring you back. Another occasion, we've got to find another occasion. Thank you so much for sharing with our RYLA finalists. And I think as a Rotarian, it was fantastic listening to you. Thank you, Michael. And we need to go on with the program. The next speaker on the list who's been waiting, but we're going to bring you back, Michael. So I've got to talk to Mahat about getting another opportunity. Thank you from Rotary District 3300 and our Rotarians. Can we present Michael with a certificate? Michael, please accept this small token of appreciation that
thank you, guys. Thank you.
Do we have the certificate to give to Michael? Tech, we'd like to show our certificate here. Okay, maybe it's coming up.
No problem.
Thank you, Michael. Can we put our hands together for Michael Teoh Su Lim?
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
And I would iconic young person.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you, Mahat and Millie.
Thank you. Back to you, Millie.
Mahat, you can proceed to invite the next speaker.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Millie.
No,
all right. So our next
guys,
speaker.
It's the RYLA Got Talent.
It's the RYLA Got Talent.
Millie.
Sorry
Really
about
can't
that.
wait for the next. That's what's going on. After a great presentation, that happens.
Apologies. Okay, so the last week, all the groups have been working very hard on 2 group assignments, which is RYLA Got Talent and the project ideas. So here are the videos that were submitted. So this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. And the other groups will be shown subsequently. So tech team, let's show the videos.
Before you go on, they were not allowed to use any music, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No online music. All handmade.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We, the members of RYLA Rangers, would like to present this performance as part of our RYLA Got Talent program. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our show.
Dunia kian berubah, perubahan melingkari, melaksana hasrat hati, kejayaan terbukti.
Ia yang megah dengan misi yang gagah, kerana perpaduan kita masih bersama. Kita satu
Bermulanya sekarang, perjalanan dilaksana, seia segagah, sehati dan sejiwa.
Membina masa hadapan menuju kejayaan. Kita semua rakyat Malaysia harmoni dan saling menghormati.
kita satu
Kita satu matlamat. Satu negara. Kita satu Malaysia.
Kita satu Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Hi there. Hi everyone. I'm Chivitra from Aqua Rangers together with my friend Ravina and Megan are going to present to you RYLA Got Talent. Please sit back and enjoy the video. Thank you.
Boom, snap, clap, boom, boom, snap, clap, snap, boom, snap, clap, boom, boom, snap, shh. Boom, snap, clap, boom, boom, snap, clap, snap, boom, snap, clap, boom, boom, snap, shh. Boom, snap, clap, boom, boom, snap, clap, snap, boom, snap, clap, boom, boom, snap, shh. Everybody dance now.
rock you. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha. 1, shake your body. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha. 2, shake your body. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha.
3, shake your body. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha.
4, shake your body. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha. 5, shake your body. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha.
6, shake your body. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha.
7, 7, shake your body.
Shake your body.
Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha. Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha.
Clap, clap, cha, cha, cha. Aqua Rangers.
Aqua Rangers.
I've got a piece of land and I'm thinking if I can earn some extra cash from it. But what can I do?
got a piece of land that's laying around.
Yeah.
2 years and it's still just a land.
Yeah.
I sure would like some extra income.
Definitely.
To change that land to cash. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do to change that land? I'm gonna fertilize the land. I'm gonna learn to grow some plants. So I'm gonna change that land to cash. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do to change that land. I'm gonna fertilize the land. I'm gonna learn to grow some plants. So I'm gonna change that land to cash.
So I've got a land with growing plants. It gives me fruits and vegetables. But I think I should be doing something
I got
else.
a piece of land that's growing some plants. No wonder it used to look like crap. It's got veggies, it's got fruits, it's got ways to make some cash, but it sure would be doing someone good. Permaculture, permaculture, permaculture. I'm gonna learn permaculture. I'm gonna fertilize the land. I'm gonna learn to grow some plants. So I'm gonna change that land to cash. Permaculture, permaculture. I'm gonna learn permaculture. I'm gonna fertilize the land. I'm gonna learn to grow some plants. So I'm gonna change that land to cash. Permaculture, permaculture. I'm gonna learn permaculture. I'm gonna fertilize the land. I'm gonna learn to grow some plants. So I'm gonna change that land to cash.
I'm ready for permaculture. Are you ready for permaculture?
Okay.
Wow. That was some great talent there, for sure.
Man.
All right, back to you, Mahat, for the second speaker session.
Thank you, Millie. Thank you very much. Okay, our next speaker is, let me just quickly pull out his profile. His name is Mr. Lingesh Lachamanan, aka Big Guru. He will tell you about, why everyone calls him Big Guru shortly. He is a business coach, performance catalyst, and social entrepreneur. I've got experience over 20 years in senior management in various divisions, marketing, sales, operations, learning and development in Shell, and moved around Middle East as well as specifically Oman. And we are very happy that he agreed to speak to us this afternoon. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Lingesh. Over to you, Lingesh.
Hi, Mahat. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having me here. My name is Lingesh Lachamanan. As Mahat mentioned, right, you can call me Big Guru as well. So that's my branding. It's a trademark of mine. I'm still trying to get myself adjusted to this virtual speaking environment, because it's so challenging. I just miss the showmanship that I can bring on stage. And it shows us that no matter how good you are, there will be circumstances in life which you have no control over, like the pandemic that has just happened. which makes us to reassess what we already know, and it makes us to unlearn, relearn, and to keep on learning. So ladies and gentlemen, today my topic will be about accelerating growth post-pandemic. Okay, I'm going to share screen. Let me try to do this, yeah? Hold on, let me see. I'm going to share screen. One second. Okay. You should be seeing it. Hold on, I'm going to share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Checking. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. I'm going to put it on slideshow. So usually when I go on a slideshow model, right, what happens is it's a bit difficult to move back to Zoom, but let's try to go ahead and do this. So accelerating growth in a post-pandemic world, as all of us are aware, right? The pandemic has really thrown a curveball at the entire human race. It doesn't matter which part of the world you are. It doesn't matter what industry you are. We heard about Michael speaking earlier of how his industry has been badly impacted. Mine has been as well. I'm from the oil and gas industry. I work for Shell. At the moment, I'm with Shell Oman. I'm the head of marketing. I manage brands and communications, business development, marketing, blah, blah, blah. A huge portfolio. And what has been amazing is 14th of March 2020. It was a Saturday. I was sitting down in Muscat, and suddenly I got a call that my auntie passed away in Kuala Lumpur. I grabbed my bags, took the last flight out, landed in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, KLIA, and I got the news that Oman went on lockdown. Few days later, Malaysia went on lockdown. That was 14 March 2020. From that day till now, I have not been able to return. And I'm managing an entire country, a business in an entire country in the Middle East. And as the head of the business, I'm sitting down in Kuala Lumpur. But I did just that for 450 days. It turned out amazing. So I'm going to share with you now a strategic guide for young adults and, how can we move forward. Now, before going into the business part of my story, yeah, I'm going to tell you a put together. A put together in Tamil means a small story. So this is the story. I'm going to exit for a while because I want to show you something. Yeah, let me just see. I just want to see what you all are watching. Just give me a moment. So as I mentioned, yeah, it's a bit challenging with this. Let me see. Okay. Now you should be seeing the city of Kuala Lumpur. Can you see the city of Kuala Lumpur behind me? It's got a great view. Unfortunately, the lighting is quite bad. Yeah. So behind me, I've got this great view of Kuala Lumpur, and this is where my life started. So if you look down there, somewhere down there, it's the Bandaraya Flats. Bandaraya Flats, DBKL Jalan Hang Tua, which is right beside Pudu jail. So that's where my life started. Both my parents are blind. They are disabled, visually disabled. We come from the B10. So a lot of you all would have heard B40, right? B40 means pendapatan isi rumah kurang daripada 4,400. Your household income monthly is about 4,400 and below. I come from a B10 family. So B10 means the household income is less than 1,000 ringgit. My father is blind. He was the only one working. Mother blind, housewife. Me and my younger brother. Growing up in the slums of Kuala Lumpur. Amazing environment to live in. Full of gangsterism, violence. We can beat up anybody we want, And at the age of 15, I still remember I was already 114 kilos and I was 183 centimeters. Can you believe that? At the age of 15, Form 3, 114 kilo, 183 centimeters. Right? So I was that thug, that guy who, goes around behind, starting to, trying to intimidate people and so on. So that's how life was for us. We didn't have dreams. People in my place, in my upbringing, we don't dream. We just take what life throws at us. And I wouldn't be inspired by education as well. So what happened? This is what happened. So life just went on. Yeah, life just went on. And it's the same for people who come from those slums in Kuala Lumpur, from the PPR flats. Even today, the scenario is still the same. Yeah? So ambitions are something that nobody talks about. Dreams are something that nobody talks about. For us getting to go to a cinema to watch a movie, that's amazing. Yeah, that's life ambition. Those are life goals for us. So what happened? I continued studying for the sake of studying. came Form 5, failed my SPM, tidak layak mendapat sijil. Yeah? So I was not able to continue my education. I didn't even have an SAP, for those of y'all who know what SAP is. And my father was already blind, told me that, let me do a night job. Let me do a night job. I'll take up a job as a night guard. And he was already blind. He can't see. How do you get a blind man to do a guard job, right? So, but at that point of time, it didn't trigger me much. Before that, I had to study. I had to come up in life and so on. But finally, when that turn came and he said that, it's a bit difficult, being the eldest son and having parents who are visually handicapped. And now the father says that, you were supposed to study, you didn't study, I'm going to work. I finally said, okay, fine, let's just put a stop to this. Let me just try to study. And what I did, I actually repeated my SPM. SPM was the most difficult examination for me ever. Somehow managed to get into STPM. I passed my STPM. I went into University of Malaya. I went in with a very, very minimal score. So I was never this brilliant, intelligent guy. But I was this guy that would really put in a lot of hard work. And, when in life doesn't give you all those things, you know that you have to, if somebody puts 10% effort, you have to put 120% effort. And even the simplest things in life were not given to me. So I had to really work to get it. So I went into a University Malaya, managed to graduate and so on. So that was that part where life was becoming so challenging and so on. But soon after, when I graduated and I started working, all my friends were starting to have this fun life. They were starting to enjoy life and so on. But I went into the industry, which is retail. All right, very, very few graduates go into the retail industry because you have to work on shift. It's a dirty job, because you need to do a lot of carrying around, a lot of groceries, fresh produce. My first job was in Giant. They gave me the assignment to cut chicken and mutton and beef, right? So it was extremely challenging for me. Now, so that's where the first part of my life is, the first part, the hardship of life. You go through extreme disappointment, then you start to build yourself up, you struggle in life, you somehow rather manage, you don't really have a direction of where you want to go. So that was my small story, the part one. Now I'm going to part two. I'm going to part two. You should be able to see my screen again. So part two is where the acceleration happened. Now I've got a question for all of you. If you see this picture, does any one of you recall where is this clip from?
Sorry, Lingesh, you got to share your slide again.
Sorry.
Because we removed the share to see the KL view earlier.
Okay, sorry.
All right, thanks.
Let me see. All right, can you see it now?
Yes. You can put it on presentation mode.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, this clip. Anyone remember this clip? Well, if you don't, you can see my PowerPoint, right?
Yes, can see.
All right, so this was me. So if you all remember, there was this iconic Deepavali advertisement, which these four guys go into the city. They wear in all those hip hop attires and so on. This was how life was for me. Exactly what I was one of course the guy. I'm one of these guys over here, and I was one of those actors. And that advertisement exactly resonates me because this was what life is. We were just the wannabes, right? And then when you actually get into the workforce, you feel that you have a degree, you feel that, oh, you graduated from University of Malaya, the premier university. But what happened to me was I was working day and night. And you look at the second picture, I was basically unloading trucks in the morning. We had vegetables coming in from Cameron Highlands. So it was a lot of hard work till a point where I was sitting down in Mealy, all right, in Mealy. I've never been to Mealy. I've never been on an airplane before. So the first flight I actually got to take was from Kuala Lumpur to Mealy when I was working with Cots Mammoth, and they posted me to Mealy. So sitting down in Mealy, I was the branch manager of this huge retail outlet with a warehouse. And I thought to myself, where's my life going? What's the direction? Am I going to be sitting down in Mealy for the rest of my life? And that's when, on a Saturday, the Star newspaper. So in those days, in Stars, on the Star newspaper on a Saturday, you will have the classified section where all the job applications are, the vacancies are posted. So I saw this vacancy for a Shell territory manager. I thought, I'm working for Shell. Sure, they won't take me lah. But anyway, let me just apply. And when I was thinking to myself, I thought, how do I actually get noticed? How do I get noticed? I'm sure there will be thousands of people applying for this job. So what I did, and those days no email lah, you have to send it via post. I actually printed out my resume, which I still have a copy, on a yellow piece of paper with red borders. So this was the Shell corporate color. So I printed out my resume on this bright yellow piece of paper and I posted it in. And a few months later, they called me for an interview. And I still remember, I flew down from Miri to Kuala Lumpur for the interviews. I went for about 5 interviews every time I was flying down. And finally, I got the job. Going in the first day, I was wearing my blazer, my tie and everything. And I was like, I'm this, wow, it feels great. You work for Shell, one of the biggest MNCs. And the HR manager asked me this question. So Lingesh, have you found your place in Pasir Gudang? And I was like, why Pasir Gudang? Oh, we are going to send you to Pasir Gudang. So I was like, okay, fine. No questions asked. I packed my bags, went to Pasir Gudang. 1 week later, my boss asked me, oh, Lingesh, we are going to send you to Malacca. I said, why Malacca? Because Malacca, there's a posting there. It's available. I need to go there. Okay, fine. No questions asked. I packed my bag and I went to Malacca. And you wouldn't believe it, the area that I was given to manage all the petrol stations, this was in Negeri Sembilan and southern region, But many of those places I've never heard even before in my life. Places like Sagil, places like Johor, places like Yongping. These are the bigger ones, but there were so many. Jamenta, all right, Gemenche. Small towns that I had no idea even existed. And I was this KL broad guy. And I was suddenly sent to all these remote locations and I had to perform, But that's where I really started to accelerate my career because I wanted to learn, right? Because I wanted to learn. So if you look at the next picture, it's me with the Shell motorbike. So of course, I was not the rider, but what Shell gave me was an opportunity to learn. And I really took those chances. I really took those chances. I started to learn. So from Sagil, Gemenche, Jamenta, I then got promoted. I came to Kuala Lumpur. I was given all the big highways to manage. And the experience that I brought from Cots Mammoth, from Giant, from Sagil, Jamenta, made me the top salesperson. And I was then rewarded in Barcelona as the top retail sales manager. So this is the point where the acceleration is now taking off. So I spent the first 10 years of my career working like crazy. I went into work on a Friday morning and I came back on Monday morning. For 3 nights, I slept in the office. I didn't go back. So those were experiences. Really, you have to put in the hard work. We heard people speaking about luck before. For me, luck hasn't really played its role. It's all about grit, holding on, and you just have to battle through because it's really tough. And the saying that tough times don't last. Unfortunately, in my scenario, it has always been tough times. It's always been tough times. And I believe that, the tough times are here to stay. But it is you who has to rise above that. All right? You beat those tough times by showing grit, you hang on, and you become smart. So now after going to Barcelona and winning these awards, I was then posted to Oman, to Middle East. So this guy who came from Sampain Flats, and who had no experience going and working in a different country. Shell said, Lingesh, you're going in as the national sales manager. You manage the entire country, and this will be all the Arab guys. And these were all manager level. And I was like, push, how am I going to do that? But I really did a great job. I came back to Malaysia after a successful stint. I got sent back again. And you see the next picture, I was the head of marketing. So a lot of global awards. And one of the most proudest moments for me is the last picture, where my team won the most trusted brand award in Oman. Shell is the smallest oil co in Oman, And you can imagine the national oil company, huge company. It's like Shell in Malaysia and Petronas, but Shell in Malaysia is like 5 times smaller. And suddenly Shell beats the national oil company to become the #1 trusted brand in Oman. So that was an amazing experience for me. And I feel that it had elevated my capabilities as well. So now, to summarize the entire journey, if you look at career acceleration, you have to put in the hard work. Yeah, and I'm sharing you not what I'm reading from books, not what I've seen in videos. It's just my life. It's my journey. And this is how it has worked out for me. So as we continue in this presentation, I'll be sharing with you a little bit more stories. All right, sorry, it went backwards. Hold on. Yeah. Now, it has been 20 years since I started working. So today I'm speaking to RYLA, I'm speaking to the young people. There are a lot of very senior people here as well. And I need to really have that confidence to tell my story. But what I want you to ask yourself today is, what's your story going to be like? Lingesh had this story to say. Michael had his story of meeting Obama. But what is your story going to be like? 10 years from now, 5 years from now, or 15 years from now, if you get invited to RYLA, what will be your story? My story is about resilience. My story is about grit. My story is about taking chances, saying yes without even thinking whether I can do it or not. That's my story. Think about it. What will be your story? All right, taking a pause. Any questions? I'm a very fast speaker. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen, before we go on?
Any questions, guys? You can drop in the chat box as well.
Yeah. Mahat, please feel free to speak out the questions to me, because I will not be opening the chat box.
So you want to take a question now?
Yeah, I can take a question now. I want to take a pause. Is there a question now? Let's take a question now.
To come. I just have a quick question, which is, Lingesh, you posted in Oman, and when you went to the Middle East now,
yep,
it's not honestly like, because I mean, I lived there, I grew up there, and usually it's difficult for expatriates really to adapt. Places like Oman, Saudi Arabia, all these places. And, when we had that conversation last time, it was easy for you to just, adapt and very quickly. And so, I mean, you had that cultural competence, like immediately, like you were adapting and getting things done. How did you, cultivate that? Because it's a very important skill in today's corporate.
Exactly.
Can you share on that a little bit?
Mark, that's a great question, yeah. And to answer that question, how I did it is because it's something that I have, which every single Malaysian has. It is tolerance. As Malaysians, we have a very high level of tolerance. All right. We live in a multiracial environment, and you cannot run away from racial issues. All right. So when we go to school, my Malay friends used to, make fun of me. I used to make fun of them. All right. And I grew up in the flats environment where it's multiracial. So, and today, no matter in what level of life you are in Malaysia, you are demonstrating tolerance to a certain level. If you are a Malay, yes, you are the majority, but you are demonstrating tolerance towards other races. If you are the Chinese, then you are big in the commercial sector, but you are also demonstrating tolerance to give opportunities to other races. And if you are an Indian, you are the minority, all right? You are also demonstrating tolerance in a certain manner. So for me, the entire Malaysian, if you are living in Malaysia, if you're born in Malaysia, tolerance is a key factor. And when you go abroad and you encounter experiences where it's challenging, the level of tolerance that has inbuilt in you helps you to get past that. I've been challenged many times in the Middle East. I've got my direct reports who don't want to listen to me because I am brownish, because I'm not in that part of the world, and because I'm not a Westerner, because I'm from Malaysia. All right, Malaysia, okay, you guys are not as rich as me. Oman currency to Malaysia currency, 1 to 10. All right, 10 ringgit is equal to 1 rial, and that's the disparity in economy. So tolerance is the key. Hold on to that strength and remember, Malaysian tolerance inbuilt in us, that's our strength. All right, I continue, Mahat.
Yeah, you can continue.
Matt, quick check on time. How much time do we have?
We have about another by 5:35. I mean, we should be you should be done. Another
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Fantastic. All right. So if it's 20 minutes, then we're going to do this. Yeah. So for everybody who's in the call, what I'm going to do, take out your mobile phones. All right, look at the screen. Yeah? Take out your mobile phones. Go to www.mentee.com. We're going to play some quizzes over here, and I'm going to give you some prizes at the end of the session. So go to www.mentee.com. Enter the code 255-37185. All right, go to www.mentee.com. All right, and you should be seeing this on screen. All right, great. I see people logging in. Fantastic. We've got 2 people in. Go on, go on. We should have more than that. So let's make this more engaging. Yeah, it cannot go one way. It has to go 2 ways. I need to make sure that I am also inspiring you to the best I can. I also need to make sure that you feel engaged. All right, we got about 20 minutes. Let's do this. All right, because I've got some really excellent sharing to impart with you on how you can really take your career, take your business forward post-pandemic. All right, I'm going to give 1 more minute for people to dial in. We have about 17 of y'all in there. Fantastic. Let's get more people to dial in. Okay, accelerating growth in a post-pandemic world. Yeah, so how do we accelerate growth? What is the post-pandemic? It means once COVID-19 settles down, how is the world going to change? And how are you going to harness that change today to make sure that you are ready for the opportunities to come? All right, now we're going to do some quiz. So this is the fun part of it before we move into the serious part. Question number 1. How do I move this? Hold on. One second. Suddenly my Mentee doesn't seem to work. Is it? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing for a while. Give me a moment, yeah. Okay, good. Now, what are you grateful for today? You should be seeing this on your screen. Question 1, what are you grateful for today? You should be seeing it on your screen. Very good. Fantastic. What are we grateful for today? So much of friendship, health, you, time to relax, food, parents. It's great to be alive. The most fundamental thing in life, yeah? Despite the issues of COVID, we are alive. And we need to be extremely grateful for that. So much of friendship. Very good. RYLA. Being seated at this event, enjoying yourself, friends around me, excellent, great, keep it going. About 30 of y'all are there, good food. I didn't get that food, yeah, so I think RYLA, you need to send it over to me via Grab. Okay, just kidding. To be alive, fantastic, so good, so much of positivity, yeah. So despite the pandemic that has been really engulfing us with all this negativity, we are still grateful because we continue to breathe, we continue to smile, and we continue to live. Now, next question. This is a quiz, yeah? This is a quiz. So I need you to now become players. So this is a quiz. So all of y'all are players. There's going to be an exciting gift awaiting you. All right. So we have got quite a number of people in already. So let's play this quiz. Question 1. You need to answer accurately and you need to answer fast. Which of the below is not an e-learning portal? Which of the below is not an e-learning portal? We've got 15 seconds to answer, no Googling. Which of the below is not an e-learning portal? Time's up. Let's see. Very good. All right. So Bookit.com is not an e-learning portal.
Lingesh, they asked, are you going to share your screen?
Oh, am I not? No, okay, hold on, yeah. Most of y'all would be seeing it on your mobile. 1 second. Let me see. The moment I start sharing screen on this, it seems to get an issue. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, you should be seeing it on screen now. So who was one? Earthman. Earthman was the fastest today. We have got Krishna, Sharon. Very good. Now we're going to move on. Hold on, yeah, I need to go back to this. So this is the problem that we have with okay. All right, next one, next one. Sorry, hold on, yeah. So this is okay. Question two. Look at question 2. All right, coming up. How many athletes are representing Malaysia in the 2021 Olympics? Apologies for the lag here, because when I use Menti and I do it on Zoom, it lags a lot. So how many athletes are representing Malaysia in the 2021 Olympics? Time's up. All right, very good. The answer is 30. Now let's see who has scored the highest. So we have got, all right, we have got Pee-wee leading. Ellison is the fastest. Bindi is up there. Sophia, Danish. Okay, let's move on. Next question. So I've got 2 more questions. Yeah, this is question 3 out of 4. Answer fast to get more points. There are some rewards waiting for the top 3. Now, mascara is applied to which part of the body? I'm sure the guys will get this correct. Yeah, mascara is applied to which part of your body, of a body? All right, time's up. There are 3 people who said eyebrows, eyelashes. Very good. So now that was a feminine question. Yeah. So let's check and see how do you do with something which is more men oriented. All right. So who's leading at the moment? We have got Pee-wee is still leading. Ellison is second. Next question, the last one for today. Question 4 of 4. This one is more towards sport. Sorry. Yeah, correct. This is sports. The only 2 teenagers to ever score in a World Cup final match. Who are the only 2 teenagers to ever score in a World Cup final match? Teenagers. There's only 2 who have done it. And the answer is, oops, sorry, the answer is Mbappe and Pele. All right, forgive this, yeah? So let's see who are the winners for today. I'll just correct this later. All right, who's Pee-wee, yeah? Who's Pee-wee? Right, so Pee-wee, you are going to be the winner for today. Fantastic. I'll come back to this. So just to, I wished I had more time, but anyway, let me just continue with my topic. The top 3, I will share it with Mahat later. So you will get some exciting prizes for me as well. Now, let me just continue with the conversation that we had. Yeah. So why did I have that Menti thing for you? It is because even the way that we teach, the way that we reskill people has to change. It cannot be about just downloading and speaking to people. So today, people who are in the learning industry, professional speakers like myself, people like Michael, whose job or whose business is to upskill people, have to think of new ways of how to do this, right? Because what we know about the future of jobs, and this is an article that I picked up from the World Forum, all right? I've got the link pasted as well, which I will share with you later. So number 1, COVID is pushing companies to scale remote work. Remote work means today, Malaysians can sit in Kuala Lumpur and you can take up a job abroad. I've been doing that purely out of accident, but it has been 450 days that I've been sitting down in Kuala Lumpur, managing an entire business. Yeah, our annual revenue of the business I manage is about $500 million US. All right, that's amount of money coming in. Yeah, so it's a huge business. But today that can be done by sitting down in big fields in my house in Kuala Lumpur. But are you prepared for that? What are you going to do today to make sure that you are going to be part of that global remote workforce? Okay. All right. Now, next one. Hold on. Yeah. Let me move this. I hope you're still seeing my screen. Now, the rate of automation. So if you look at the rate of automation, what does it mean? It means that machines will take over humans' job. All right. It is not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah? In fact, it is a good thing because it drives efficiency, it increases productivity. And what we can do with the workforce that is coming in, we upskill them so that they get involved in more value-added activities. So if we look at the statistics, yeah, in 2020, humans were doing 67.
Can you share again your screen?
Hold on, yeah.
A different window now.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, sorry, it's here. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Apologies again. Okay, so let me just repeat this in case you missed this. I will be sharing this with you later. But again, COVID is pushing companies to scale remote work, to accelerate digitalization, and to accelerate automation. These are the three things that we are looking at. Now, as a part of the workforce, that maybe you're already in the system or you're going to go into the system, how do you position yourself so that you make use of this opportunity? All right, you know these are the three things going to happen. Now look at the rate of automation. So when we talk about automation in 2020, 67% of the work that was done in the world was done by a human. All right, but in 2025, that number is going to drop to 53. All right, and automation, machines are going to do 47% of that work. All right, now what happens in that gap? Where do those humans go? So those humans who have been taken over by machines, what happens to them? Are they going to be sitting at home doing nothing? This means that today we have to start upskilling the workforce. All right, we need to upskill that workforce to ensure that they are now doing jobs that machines cannot not yet do. All right, and that's why you look at the third box, it is about reskilling. So earlier, Michael said that times are tough for him. Yeah? It is a very tough time. All right, it is. For the learning industry, it is a tough time. But there is going to be an acceleration of growth. When it will come, let's hope it's going to come as soon as possible. Yeah, let's hope the vaccination happens, the world survives, and once the world survives and it comes out, there is going to be an acceleration of growth. And when that acceleration happens, the humans that are today at the workforce, if they continue to step into that post-pandemic world with the current skill sets, it will not deliver the growth aspiration. All right. Hence, what needs to be done is humans need to be reskilled. All right. So the third box is about the current workforce. So people like me, all right, people like me who today are struggling to do these virtual workshops. All right. Why I'm struggling is because I am speaking, I am thinking, and I'm also managing the PC. But what if I had a conference producer? So what if a freelance trainer, maybe like myself, says, okay, I'm going to do this presentation today, but I need a conference producer who could be sitting down in Russia, Belarus, Indonesia. I don't care where he sits, but he logs in at the same time and he controls the system. And that gives me the freedom to engage, to speak, to inspire, and to communicate with you without worrying about the technicalities. So this is where the opportunities are arising. And young people like yourself who are what we call the digital, the digital natives, yeah, the digital natives, and you guys are very much in tune with all this tech. You love to have all these gadgets, and this is now opportunity for you to commercialize your skills, your interests. So COVID-19 actually has been a positive thing for the younger generation. You have been addicted to social media. But today, social media is where I need to do my marketing. And as the head of marketing, I find it difficult to spend my time, hours on Facebook. But for us to accelerate growth, it needs to be done. And because you are the younger generation and you have been living in an era where you are so comfortable with the gadgets, that skill today has become a commercial need. And you are now at the forefront. But are you going to make use of it? That's the question. Next slide. It's time for you to take off, right? I've got a little bit of time left only, and I'm telling you, it is a time that is going to be vital for people like you, the younger generation. And these are the 4 things that I think that you need to do to accelerate career growth, accelerate the entrepreneur in you, and to make sure you grow at a fast and furious speed. Number 1, master virtual tools, right? When we talk about virtual tools, we are talking about learning. Okay, e-learning portals, Udemy, Coursera, and all those things. We're talking about tools that can help you work better. We're talking about tools that can help you work virtually, right? So there's so many tools there, but you need to master them, all right? Tools that make better photographs, tools that make better videos, all right? And now there are even tools where you actually write text and that software does the voiceover. So I could have been this guy who felt that I had the great voice. My voice was so sellable, all right? And suddenly now, there's so many software that you see Lingesh face, but then you hear the voice like Bruce Willis. It can happen. It's Lingesh on the screen, but Morgan Freeman is speaking. It can happen. There are softwares. And that is what you need to master. Number 2, increase visibility. It's no longer about sitting behind a screen, hiding myself. You increase visibility, and as Michael, I am always quoting Michael, I was listening to his presentation with great interest. Yeah, so he spoke about LinkedIn, right? How do you make yourself visible on LinkedIn? And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to make yourself visible, and that visibility comes in the form of being positive. What you are speaking about is relevant. What you're speaking about is current, right? So you make yourself visible, positive, relevant, current. Do this. Number 3 is continuous learning. You must continue to learn, all right? Even after 20 years in the retail industry, there's so many things that are changing day by day, and I need to keep learning, all right? And today, I also need to unlearn, because the way I engage and I communicate face-to-face is totally different than how I'm doing it now with you. Today, you're only seeing me from my chest up, all right? I'm not able to work. I only have this space, right? And I need to confine my presentation within this space. And therefore, I need to unlearn my style and develop and relearn this new style. How do I increase my showmanship? Within this small frame, I can deliver the magic of my speech. I have a gift of gab, but today that gift is diminishing because I'm not able to see you face to face. Do I go back and sit in my room and cry, or do I unlearn and relearn? That's the question. Last but not least, the most important and the most exciting thing for Malaysia is we can now go global. We are not now the Jago Kampung. Yeah? I remember in 2006 when I went for the interview with Shell, my final interview was with 2 senior leaders. The managing director was Dato Muzani Wahab, and the national sales manager was Dato Azman Ismail, who's now the CEO of of Plus. So both of them walked into the room, they spoke to me, and the final thing they said is, Lingesh, we are not hiring you because of your excellent track record so far. We are hiring you because we want you to make Malaysia proud. Do not become the Jago Kampung. We don't want the Jago Kampung. And from that day, in my mind, it was, what is he saying to me? Do they believe that I can make a name in the international scene? This is just a guy who came from the Pandara flats, you know. You go and tell him, hey, one day you'll work internationally, you'll have the white guy reporting to you. You think he would have believed? When I went to Oman as the head of marketing, I told Oman, I will hire my team. I found the guy I wanted in London. All right, he was sitting down in London. He was a Russian. He was the top talent from Russia. He was in London. I flew him all the way to Bangkok. I flew down to Bangkok, did the interview, and 1 month later, he was reporting to me. And today, both of us, we've delivered excellent results in Oman, and we have all both moved on. But if you looked at yourself, even now, or you ask many Malaysians, would we have the confidence to manage managers in different countries? Perhaps we would have a fear. But believe me, no fear. We are no less capable, we are no less competent, and we have what it takes to go on the global scene. It is just that in our mind, there is the stigma saying that, that Jago Kampung. Get rid of that concept of Jago Kampung. Malaysians have got an excellent branding. We work hard, we work long hours, we give all we have. We have just been built on that. But just one issue with us, and a lot of people in the South Asian countries, we have been raised by our parents saying that, demonstrate humility at all times. Don't talk big about yourself. If you achieve something, don't talk about it. And today that doesn't work in our favor, because we are not good at selling ourselves because of the culture that we come from. The moment we are able to sell ourselves better, we will be able to market ourselves better as well. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the 4 big takeaways I'm giving you. You do these 4 things and I'm telling you, you will be ready for the post-pandemic world. And in 5 to 10 years time, when I listen to you speak, I will be inspired by you. And I would want to listen to your story over and over and over again.
Fantastic, fantastic.
I think I'll leave it here. I think I'm running out of time. I will share the presentation slides with you, but I think let's take a stop.
Thank you very much, Lingesh. And the point number 4, you already answered. It's about the cultural competence, right? And as Malaysians, you already have that at home. Multicultural countries, so you're already equipped, already ready to go global. So fantastic sharing. We don't have much time, but I've got a couple of questions. The first question is Sharon. She's asking you, how did you get the role in the in the ad when you were talking earlier, right? I mean, that role in Shell in the beginning. How did you come to know about it? And
which role? Sorry.
I think that's the question she put, Sharon. Maybe you want to unmute and quickly ask your question, Sharon?
Okay, the Petronas. Let me tell you, very interesting, So I was working in Courts, Ahmed, and my friend calls me and says, hey, Lingesh, we went for this audition. They need 4 characters. They have already chosen 3. They want the other guy, and they have not been able to find that guy. And I know that you're the only one who can do it. I said, why you say I'm the only one? Hey, they got 3 criteria, and all the 3 criteria is you. And I was like, really? What 3 criteria? He must be Malaysian Indian. I said, okay. He must be dark. He must not be too dark. He must not be too fair. In between, like Milo color. I said, okay. So fat guy, Indian guy, not too dark, not too black, not too white. And the last one, he must know how to dance. So I went in for the audition. They played the music and said dance, and I started moving. And they said, okay, you are the one. That's how I got the job.
Fantastic, fantastic. And next question is, actually, it's Samantha and Prashina. They've got similar questions. Samantha is asking, where do you find the grit to rise to the top? And since we don't have much time, I think Prashina is also asking a similar question. When you are in tough times, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated?
My father and my mother, both of them have no eyesight. Today, my father is 80 years old. My mother is about 74. They live alone. When my first opportunity came to go abroad to Oman as the national sales manager for retail, I didn't take the offer. But my father said, no, you take the offer. No matter what, me and your mother, we will survive. We will find a way. It was very difficult for me to leave my parents behind and to go. But they did it. They managed alone, living in Kuala Lumpur for 1 year. Today, my father uses an iPhone. He has 0 visibility. He has learned how to use the iPhone. My mother can take a Grab, go to Bigfield, buy the mutton and chicken, and come back all the way to Puchong, despite being blind. So this is where resilience, I just need to go back home. The ability to continue to learn, I get it from my parents. So everything I am today, I owe it to my parents. And definitely for y'all, I leave y'all with one of the best advice I ever got in my life. And this came from one of my direct reports, a very old guy. He told me, Lingesh, no matter what you do in life, always go and get your parents' blessing. If you have your parents' blessing, you definitely will make it in life. And today, no matter what happens, no matter what opportunity, I will, even for the interview, I'll always go back to my parents' house and ask my mother's blessing first. That has taken me far in life. Thank you.
Well said, well said. Thank you so much, Lingesh. I'm afraid we're running out of time. Actually, I shared with them your Facebook page because I wanted to know about the Big Guru series.
Yeah.
You post quite often, and now you actually do it more because of the pandemic. You're not traveling as before,
exactly.
right? And I also shared, guys, I also shared with you the journey of a blind man, where Lingesh actually spoke with his dad at his TED Talk, Harriet Watt University.
Yep.
So check that out as well. So Lingesh, thank you so much. I'm going to invite our RYLA co-chair and past governor, Kirenjit Kaur, to give her vote of thanks. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mahat. Thank you so much. Big Guru Lingesh.
Thank you.
I am, this is the first time I'm listening to you, and immediately when you mentioned, I went to LinkedIn, I saw your profile, I'm listening to you. I mean, today has been a fantastic surprise. We had a good speaker earlier. We have an awesome speaker in you. Thank you so much for your time. I think you have done, you have given us an insight of a world that we should to actually learn from what you can share. And I think the RYLA participants today can only actually give themselves a pat on the back. And of course, we want to thank you so much for your time. My hands are put together, and thank you for giving us your time. Can we please put our hands together and thank Big Guru Lingesh? And I like that ad, okay, Lingesh, I remember that one.
Okay.
I never knew that was you. Okay, can we please give him, yes, recognize Lingesh with a certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Lingesh. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you very
will want
much.
you back.
Take care. Have a great program.
Over to you, Millie. Thank you, Past Governor Kirenjit.
Thank you, Mahat.
Thank you. Thank you, Mahat. Thank you, Mahat, for moderating the speaker sessions, the 2 speaker sessions earlier. And thank you, Past Governor Kirenjit Kaur. Thank you to our awesome speakers at RYLA today. Now, RYLArians, a quick announcement. Our session today will be extended to 6:30 p.m. Do stay engaged. Yeah, I'd like to thank our Rotarians who have taken time to join us today. Rotarians who wish to stay on, you may stay on too as observers. Kindly abstain from giving answers at the next session. Now, up next, we have a team engagement activity by our team engagement provider, Purple Ants. The team engagement session has been designed specially for our RYLArians. May I now invite Dina Ahmed to take on the team engagement session, Team Bingo. Over to you, Dina.
All right, thank you very much, Millie, and good evening, Rotarians, good evening, RYLArians. Are you guys still with me? Is everyone still here?
Yes.
All right, that's good. All right, so now let's have some fun. Let's just relax, not listen to any more talks, and let's just play some game, all right? So this is a team effort game, and let's dive right through it, all right? So this is called Virtual Bingo, and this is how to play. The bingo table will be displayed on your Zoom screen, which is this, and you need to decipher the riddles in the boxes and find the items, all right? It can be in English or in Bahasa Malaysia. You must complete 1 vertical line, which consists of 5 boxes, and also 1 horizontal line, another 5 boxes, right? And then take photograph of all the vertical items together as a proof of completion, and take a photograph of all the horizontal items together as a proof of completion as well. All right, so there are a total of 2 pictures that needs to be taken here. Challenge, collage all the vertical item photos and collage all the horizontal item, and you should have 2 pictures. All right, so 5 items, you need to put them together in 1 picture and send me 2. So 1 for the horizontal and 1 for the vertical. Send the 2 collage items with your team name, horizontal line boxes, and the vertical line boxes to my WhatsApp on 012-2758-034, right? So your team name and 2 pictures along with the box line numbers, yeah? So I need to know which boxes you have chosen, all right? And let's have a look at the sample. This is how the box is gonna look like. And these are the riddles that you will be seeing, all right? Now let's just have a look at a few here. I make 2 people out of 1. What am I? Yes, it's a mirror. So you need to find a mirror. All right. Another one is find a neutral item starting with the letter, find a neutral item starting with letter of the last vowel. So the last vowel is U, and it has to be a natural item, right? Not processed, nothing else. So probably urine, just as an example. All right. So you need to finish up the vertical and the horizontal, as you can see, which you can choose. All right, this way. Okay. So don't forget, you need to take pictures of the 5 horizontal and the 5 vertical, collage them each, and you send it to my WhatsApp, right? Any questions?
Guys, you need to ask questions because this is a team effort. So which means only team submits one submission, right, Dina?
Yes, one submission per team. Only the leader needs to submit to my WhatsApp. I'll be sharing the number again later on. It's 012-27-58034. I'll put it in the chat as well. And one submission per team, but 2 pictures, right? So collage the vertical, collage the horizontal, and send it to me.
So it can be any horizontal and any vertical, right?
Correct. Yep, any horizontal and any vertical of your choice.
Is diagonal allowed?
No, no diagonal allowed. Only vertical and horizontal. Any other questions? All right, RYLArians, are you guys ready?
We hearing from group 1. Are you all ready?
You need to submit before 6:15, yeah? Do not get yourself disqualified. Your points will be accumulated for the other challenges as well. All right, so 6:15, all right? Are you guys ready?
All right, group 1 is ready. Group 2, are you all ready? Can I see a shout out at the chat area? Oh, group 1 is all geared. So remember, you have to work as a group. You all are not individuals. All right, group 5 says they are ready. Group 3, am I hearing anything from you all? Group 4 is good. Good too. Good. I'm not hearing group 3 though. Group 5, group 4, group 8. Yes. Finally, we heard it from group 3 and group 7. So, okay, all groups ready to go.
All right. If you all are ready, your time's gonna start, and this is your challenge. Right? I'll be leaving it this way, and I'll be putting my number on the chat section there. Do WhatsApp me before 6:15, guys.
The red box, Dina, what does that mean?
Ignore that. There's nothing. So you can't go vertical, all right? So you have to choose all the ones that is 5. So 5 horizontal and 5 vertical, yeah?
You can't,
so you
go
can't
diagonal.
You can't go diagonal.
Vertical like this? Vertical down at the red box?
No, no.
Not allowed. Okay.
You cannot cross the red box.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, guys. You all have to work together as a team. You only have until 6:15 to submit. So you got to decipher the clue, find the items, and you need to take the picture, collage it, and send it to Dina.
All right, time's up. It's already 6:15. Thank you so much for all those who have submitted. I think everyone has submitted already. There's too many names here. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you had fun. Millie, back to you.
Thank you, Dina. Hold on, yeah, just give me a second. Okay. Thank you so much, Dina. Now, earlier we have seen RYLA Got Talent by Group 1, RYLA Rangers, Group 2, Aqua Rangers, and Group 3, Plant It Right, where RYLArians have used their creativity by using props from around them to make music and show off their talents. Now, let's watch Group 4, For Real, Group 5, FBI, 5 Brilliant Intellectuals, and Group 6, 6 Flicks.
How do I cope with this lockdown again? The cases are rising every day and it's so tiring.
Growing up, I disliked painting because I was not good at it. During this lockdown, just like you and everyone else, things became frustrating. We are unable to predict what may happen or may not happen. However, seeing paintings on YouTube gave me a sense of calmness. That led me to pick up painting again. I purchased paint and paintbrush from Shopee after much procrastination and began painting. I'm still not good at it, but I enjoyed it and it makes me relax. What do you find relaxing?
Hello, this is Sun here. As this is the middle of the pandemic, I cannot go to work every day. So during my free time, I usually watch YouTube or play games like this StarCraft. My skill has improved. My skill has rusted a lot, so I need to keep improving every time. Hopefully my gaming skill can be improved.
When the MCO started, I was feeling bored and restless, and that was when I discovered yoga. Yoga is a practice that focuses on bringing harmony between the mind and body. Yoga has helped keep me centered and healthy. A daily practice would include pranayama, known as breathing exercise, and asanas, which are poses as seen in this video.
I've always wanted to try writing stories, but I couldn't find the motivation to do so until the lockdown happened. So I had these ideas for a while now, but I finally write it down in papers first, and then I'll start building through the characters and writing key points, mostly writing on Google Docs. Now, the fun thing about writing is it's like even it's in the lockdown, you still can discover more about the world. Like for example, I did research on sport fighting competitions. It's a lot of fun, and I finally published it. And yeah.
Thank you. Now I have the ideas what to do. Let's get started.
Today, I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to lay in my bed.
Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone.
Today, I feel like I'm not doing anything.
I'm gonna kick my feet up, then stare at the fan, turn the TV on, throw my hands in my pants. Nobody gonna tell me I can. No, I'll be lounging on the couch, just chilling in the snuggie. Take to MTV so they can teach me how to doggy. Cause in my castle, I'm the freaking man.
Oh, yes, I said it, cause I can.
Today, I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to lay in my bed.
Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone.
Cause today, I swear I'm not doing anything.
Nothing at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Nothing at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Tomorrow I'll wake up, do some P90X, meet a really nice girl, have some really nice sex, and she's gonna scream out, "This is great."
Oh my god, this is great.
Yeah, I might mess around and get my college degree. I bet my old man will be so proud of me. But sorry, Pops, you'll just have to wait.
Oh, yes, I said it, cause I can.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed.
Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone.
Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
No, I ain't gonna comb my hair, cause I ain't going anywhere. No, 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 no. oh. I'll just strut in my birthday suit and let everything hang loose. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Today, I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed.
Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone.
Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
Nothing at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Nothing at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
Nothing at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Nothing at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Nothing at all.
Thank you, and welcome to everyone's favorite game show, Row Trivia. If you're joining us for the first time today, the contestants will be questioned on a sequence of random Rotary Club facts. We have 3 wonderful contestants who have entered the finale and are fighting neck to neck to win our grand prize, a lifetime membership with the Rotary Club and an all-expense 2-day vacation to Bandar. All right, let me introduce our wonderful contestants today. We've got contestant number 1, the Nyonya, Malaysia's most renowned nasi lemak seller who prides herself on having 10 children. We have contestant number 2, a Harvard graduate, Professor Reindeer, who has lost the plot and decided that she's a reindeer and lives in a storybook. Last but not least, contestant number 3, Rapper B. We got Rapper B in the house who thinks he is an Emmy award-winning rapper, but in actual fact lives in his mother's basement. Are you ready, contestants?
Yes.
You
betcha.
All
Ready.
right, let's go to question number 1. Contestant 1, this is for you. Who is the current Rotary International President? Is it A, Justin Bieber? Is it B, Donald Trump? C, Holger Knack? Or is it D, Elon Musk? You have
I
5
definitely know the answer because my children keep talking about it. So I gotta go for D, Elon Musk. It's so popular right now with
Are you
Tesla.
sure?
What? Are you sure? Come on, lady, use your head. This is
Yeah.
very
Oh my
simple.
gosh, should be Donald Trump, man.
I
என்ன
trust my
இது?
children. Elon Musk so popular right
Oh.
now. Yeah.
என்ன இதெல்லாம்?
And the answer, Janice, is Holger Knack.
Oh.
Told you, man.
Mimi,
I
Donald Trump.
told ya.
Mimi, you give mommy answer wrong lah. Hayo.
All right, now for contestant number 2, question 2. Which of the following is one of Rotary's official mottos? Is it A, just do it? Or is it B, service above self? Is it C, impossible is nothing? Or is it D, I'm loving it?
His answer is not even there. In Ritika's wedding, they told me it's some like move on forward in life or something like that. It's not even there. Come on, correct yourself, people.
Oh my god. Too ego, man. This bro.
Answers, but
the answer is not even
no,
there.
all right. So Jarvis has just given to us that it is indeed service above self. Sorry, and thank you for your participation.
What?
Professor
Your
Reindeer,
Jarvis
on
is so
question
dumb.
Simple lah. Second, simple question cannot answer
Right,
lah.
and last question. Is contestant number 3 going to win this? What is the first question of the Rotary 4-way test? Is it A, hi, how are you? Is it B, what's up, bro? Is it C? Is it the truth? Or is it D? Apa malu bosku?
Hi, how are you? It's told you all, ask you all. But Apa Malu Bosku is our PM lah. But what's up, bro? And is it truth? What's up, bro? Is when I rap lah. So I decide to choose C.
Jarvis, can we have the right answer, please? And we have a winner. Everybody for contestant number 3.
This is bogus. Come on, you guys are kidding me.
Oh,
I'm leaving
number
this
3.
stupid game show.
And please get your own Michi approval letter. We will see you in Jandabai. Thank you everyone for showing up today, and we hope you had a good time.
Back to you.
thank you, Dr. B. Well done, groups 4, 5, and 6. Now, Shirley, have you got the results yet for the team bingo?
I will only be showing the answers because the results will be announced tomorrow.
Oh, okay, sorry, the answers. Yes.
Okay, before we show you the answers, just a little bit of a wrap up of what has happened today. I hope that all our RYLA finalists who have enjoyed the 2 speakers that we have for you today, which was, of course, Michael with Zanshin, which is the art of now and resilience for youth. And also we had Lingesh, who shared about accelerating growth in a post-pandemic world. Now, the reason why we specially chose these 2 speakers was because the theme for today was about personal development. So we are looking at you as a person and what would benefit you in the current situation that all of you are in right now. So we hope that you have benefited from the pointers that were shared by both the speakers. And if you actually look at it, they shared their story. They have gone through the hurdles and they have shared their story. So at the end of the day, as what Lingesh put it very aptly, what will be your story? Imagine yourself in 3 years down the road, or imagine yourself 10 years down the road. And you never know. What if you get called to come and speak in RYLA? What would be your story that you would then share to the youths? What would be the story you want to share with everybody else? Now, why is story so important? Because that is the thing that connects us. Stories are where we relate to someone else's experiences. And because of that, it helps to shape, strengthen, and also challenge your opinions and values. So that is why we are very grateful that we had these 2 speakers today who did just that. They shared their stories, they shared the challenges they faced in their journey, and they even gave us methodologies and solutions which are workable. So we hope that you will keep those in mind, especially some key words like motion creates emotion. And whatever you feed your mind will then feed your soul. So be careful what you feed your mind. And of course, the one very prominent lesson learned from Lingesh was blessings of our parents. And I think as Asians, this is the one thing we have that the rest will not have, and that will be our culture, where we respect our parents and how we believe the importance of the blessings of our parents in whatever that we do. So now, having said that, I'm sure you are just dying to know the answers. So Raj, can you please share so that I can then share? Because I know I have some Rotarians. Khairul, he said he won't sleep tonight if I don't give him the answer. So there you go. Let's see the answers for all the clues that has been given to you. So the first one, I have a neck but no head, but I wear a cap. Bring an empty me. So you have to take a picture of an empty bottle. A receipt dated this month, so quite straightforward. Get us a receipt that's dated this month, show us the proof. Bring a natural item, and you notice that natural item is underlined. All right, so no process item, it has to be natural, that begins with the first letter of the next sequence. And the clue is time. So I gave you JFMA. So the next sequence will be, if you look at JFMA, is actually the months, January, February, March, April. So the next month is May. So the first letter of May being M. So any natural item that begins with the letter M, it can be in English and it can be in BM. Local currency coin of the year, South Africa hosted the FIFA World Cup. That will be a 2010. So as long as you show me a coin that has 2010 on it, you get your points. A reading items cover, the color when you are down or the color of the sky. So the color of the sky is blue. The color when you are down, you always say when I'm blue. So as long as you show me something, a reading item, blue color, you get your points. Next row, a business card that is not of your company, quite straightforward. Show this natural item. What has to be broken before you can use it? So of course, egg. As long as you show me an egg, you get the answer. Stiff is my spine and my body is pale, but I'm always ready to tell you a tale. Get one of me. And I'm definitely referring to a book. This is a riddle to explain a book. An item that comforts your walk, that is the color of mud or dried leaves. So an item that comforts your walk will be shoes or sandals, and color of mud, so it has to be brown color. Local currency coin, the year Psy Gangnam Style hit 1 billion views on YouTube, that was in 2012. So you have to show me a 2012 coin. You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you light first? Of course, you have to light the matchstick first. So show me a picture of a matchstick. Ladies item, the color of strawberry. So any ladies item, red color, you get your points. A copy of the first page of the newspaper, that's straightforward. Achu, okay, I do need you. Bring a sheet will do. I'm referring to a sheet of tissue paper. Local currency coin, the year Brazil hosted the FIFA World Cup, that's 2014. So get me a coin, 2014. I start with a E, I end with a E, and I usually contain only one letter. Bring a new me. So start with a E, end with a E. I'm referring to an envelope and usually it contains a letter inside. And I ask for a new one. So not a used envelope, but a new envelope. An item, the color of a fruit of the same name would be orange because the color is orange and also the fruit is orange, same name. All right. Now bring a natural item that begins with the first letter of the next sequence, ATGC. I'm referring to the English zodiac symbol. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. So the next one is Leo. So L. So any natural items that begin with the letter L can be in English, can be in BM. A bank that stores and gives you energy. I'm looking at a power bank. Take a picture of a power bank would do. A writing item that is the color of the night. So nighttime, it's always black. So a writing item that is black is what we are requiring. Local currency coin, the year Princess Charlotte was born, which was 2015. A round item that keeps your shirt intact. I'm referring to the buttons. So a button will do. All shining and silver with a beautiful face. You look into me, ladies, and find yourself, so a mirror. And bring a natural item that begins with the first letter here, ROTRDS. I'm referring to the Chinese zodiac signs. So the next one is H for horse. And so natural item that begins with a H. Can be English and can be BM. So these are the answers. So depending on what you have submitted, you will know your results first thing tomorrow. All right.
Shirley, we told them to find the item. So they need to submit the picture of the physical item. Google image and vector images are not accepted. The item need to be real in your hand, or you need to find the item.
All right, so here you go. You heard it from the judge. Judge is very, very strict. So points will be awarded accordingly. Now, just for you to recap, the recap for day one has already been done, but what's in store for tomorrow? Because tomorrow is another exciting day. We have a special speaker coming tomorrow. Now, he has been chosen because he was a student leader. All right, he's 3 times world champion debater. And he's actually the only debater to have won this championship 3 times. And he's the youngest youth to become a minister. So we want you to be very focused here, RYLA finalists, on the topic that he's going to share, and which is stand up and be counted. All right, and it's none other than by Syed Sadiq. And after that, it's your day tomorrow, because that's your big day where you all are going to present your Rotary project ideas. So each of you, each group will be given 7 minutes to present. We'll be strict with the timing. So we will indicate when your 7 minutes is up and you will have to stop for Q&A session with the judges for 3 minutes. All right, so we're going to be very strict with time. So my suggestion to you, please do a rehearsal and make sure you keep your presentation within 7 minutes. Very important. So you need to convey whatever important message of your presentation within 7 minutes. All right. So tomorrow is your big day. Have a good rest. Be all set and ready for tomorrow, because it's just going to be another exciting day. So with that, I pass it over to Millie.
Thank you, Shirley. Thank you so much. So day 2 is tomorrow and it starts at 3 p.m. Don't forget to wear your yellow t-shirt and download the virtual background for day 2, which is the turquoise color. Yeah, and we'll see you at 3 p.m. All the best and take care. Thank you.